What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to Media Showdown. So today with me, I have Selena and Kristen Poppington. I will be dropping the link for you in the chat. Goddess cannot be with us up on the stage today because she has the twinsies. So the link is dropped for Poppington to join us up on the stage. We are going to be faceless today. It's something that we all took a consensus to. We were going to be off screen today so you guys can really focus on the content. And I know y'all be coming because the faces be facing and all of that. I just did not feel like giving face today. So I apologize. But anywho, today we got some really hot content. Hey, Kristen.
Hey.
All right. So I know you guys saw the live on IG. Thoughts? Selena.
I'm excited. I'm ready for the information. I know you're trying to give some good hints. I want to know what's going on.
I know you do. Poppington?
You know my nosy self want to know. I'm feeling to know.
Kristen?
Yeah, I'm ready to see who it is because I don't think it was Chrisean. I think it was one of the other folks that he was harassing, but
That's a good point. So y'all down in the comment section, y'all tell us who y'all think Cap and Karon caught this second degree charge for, because if you missed the IG live, we have his charging documents, y'all. And I'm going to read them. But I would love to know what some of y'all think down in the comment section, because there's been a lot of confusion with that. But you know how we do over here. We are not going to lead with that because we know that that is what everybody wants to know. So we've got to wait and give people time. Okay, so someone said the mall security. Anybody else? The baby. The security guard.
Did she just say the baby?
Yes, she said the baby. The security guard. Somebody said terrain, mall security. The supervisor security guard. You know, a lot of people did not pay attention to that was actually the supervisor. Somebody says Lady T. Interesting. Crystal, the security. It's too obvious. Okay, we got some Chrisean, the security, mall. For myself. Karlissa, when he was threatening her. Yeah, the security, Crystal, Chrisean. I don't have IG. Please share, because enough is enough with the harassment and bullying of CJ and Chrisean, Chrisean's ex-friend, Chrisean's friend, Crystal. I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know. That's a good one. Crystal. He said he was going to purge Chrisean's family. Hey, Louisiana. Pebbles saw his mom hurt. We know who called him Pebbles. All right. So, interesting. She said, Buttercup said, hell, I press charges. Well, y'all, I'm here. Had a quick nip out of my door. Okay. All right. So, y'all, that has been the $1 million question a lot of people have been curious about. But there has been a lot. Oh, there's a lot going on over here. Okay. So there's been a lot going on, and we're going to go around and do our sound off. I don't know. I think maybe we should. I don't know. I said we weren't going to come on camera. I don't know. You're always ready to come on, Selena. You don't count. Selena be like, Are we going on the camera? Am I going to be the only one on camera? Hey, guys, I have the wrong background and everything.
I don't like being the only one on camera.
I mean,
you told me I didn't have to put clothes on, so I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm looking at it and I'm just like, okay, first of all, it's quiet. We can't be quiet because that's a little boring. Let's bring the other one back over here. This one. We'll bring this over here. We can make this the media showdown.
Yeah. That one felt like we was kind of in a rave.
And who?
I said that felt like we was in a rave, the first one.
Well, who knows? People might be enraged in a minute. But we're gonna go over some of the things that have been posted on the media site. Y'all know how we do. We talk about this in depth. So I do want to start with Meatball because we left off Meatball yesterday. So Meatball, is this the one, Poppington?
With her getting her spot.
Yeah, no, that's about Meatball not wanting hands around her neck. But you know what? We can start there. Listen, we can start there. So Meatball, I guess it was a little freaky time, and she decided to chime in on, I guess, some S&M activities is what we would call it. All right.
I get you smirked out this joint, but don't ever put your hands on me. You hear me? Like, I ain't one of them. Like, I'm not even trying to sound like I'm just saying real life. Like, y'all girls play and all that, but I'm just one of them. I don't play all them type games. Don't touch me. That's just how I am. Like, don't touch me. Like, y'all girls be liking that, but I don't. Like, don't touch me. Because I feel like the boy's going to get, like, he's going to get used to putting his hands on you, and then he's going to keep putting his hands. No, you got to check him now. Boundaries, okay?
Okay, so Meatball is not with any of that. Okay, she doesn't like any of the... I'm going off camera because I'm going to blush when I say this. She's not with any of this spank me, slap me, choke me type of stuff that goes on in the bedroom. She don't like it. She don't want it. She said no. Okay, she said no. Selena, thoughts?
Boring? I mean, come on. Like, I hear what she's saying, but that doesn't lead to just abuse. It's just all fun and games. I mean, to me, it sounds boring. That's just my opinion.
Kristen? I think Kristen pleads the fifth right now. Poppington. Go ahead, Poppington, because you know she's the spitfire of us all.
She's young. She ain't had the right dude do it to her the right way yet. You come back with her in about 5 to 10 years, she might be saying something different. Yeah. I just think it's because she's young and she hasn't met the right freak in her life yet.
Okay, so they're sounding off in the comments and they're like, you have to have fun. That stuff scares me. Well, you got to have a safety word and know that your partner is not trying to, she just hasn't had a good experience. Hey, Miss Peaches, I agree with that. Kimmy B said, hell, I'm with her on that, okay? Zoe said, I'm boring too, then.
I was just saying, I think it's like someone just said, it's about experience. If you haven't experienced it, then you don't know, and you don't know what you will enjoy until you try. So if she hasn't, she should just give it at least a try once or twice to see.
Uniquely said that's probably why she always crying because some dude left her because I guess she means lays there like a loaded potato. Oh, Lord. Okay, CJ said violence isn't fun. Sounds too vanilla for me, but everyone has their preferences. Tanya. I have fun in the bedroom. And let me just say, you can't say that because they're very freaky, okay? They're very freaky. It's a preference. Peaches said YOLO. CJ said, I see Henny gang. G Thanks said, I respectfully disagree. Sounds like some boring eggs to me. 50 Shades of Meatball. I'm done. When the bedroom gets hot enough, anything is liable to happen. Okay, Xavier, I feel you, girl. I feel you. Now, last time we were up here, we talked about Jason Lee, and I guess, oh no, this is Cuzzo. We ain't there yet. because we got a lot. I got a lot to say about that one. The last time that we talked about Jason Lee, he was talking about stepping down or stepping back rather from Hollywood Unlocked because he's always getting called by a celebrity who doesn't like what he said, but it seems like the celebrities don't return the favor by coming up and giving him the exclusive story or whatever it is that he's asking for. So Jason Lee was like, I'm not doing this, got a lot more on my plate. And I'm stepping back. Well, it seems like he needed to clarify some things because people thought that he was stepping away. Okay, and Jason Lee, the comment says, let's make a quick correction to statements made in previous live while on set for his Jason Lee show. That is now on Zeus Network. Yes, because the Jason Lee show seems to be airing on Zeus now, which we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's hear what he had to say.
Everybody, it's me, Jason. I'm here at work on set, but I want to do a quick video because I keep seeing things circulating from a live I did the other day where I was saying that I'm stepping back from Hollywood Unlocked. Let me be extraordinarily clear for all of you out there who are up in arms thinking because I've become the vice mayor of Stockton that I'm somehow no longer going to be reporting on the news and the tea. You're not getting off that easy. In fact, I'm actually going to be stepping up with my content even more. We are back in the studio doing interviews. As you know, my show's going to roll out on Zeus Network. We're now planning the 2025 Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards. We have lots and lots of other original content coming. What I said on my live the other day is now that I do have the responsibility as being vice mayor, having moved back to Stockton and then working still at the show here in LA, is I have a lot to do. And the thing that I used to do a lot of was walk this very sensitive line managing all my relationships, right? Hollywood Unlocked has a relationship with every celebrity in the industry. Some choose to participate, some don't. And sometimes fans would say, you show favoritism to this person, that person. No, it's not favoritism. We work based on proximity. The closer we are to a person or situation in terms of having access and information helps us to write stories and have information to balance out what's out there in the news, right? There's some people that we don't have relationships with that, quite frankly, the only time they reach out is when they don't like something. What I'm saying is I'm backing up from the day-to-day operations as it relates to taking calls from people I don't know. If somebody doesn't have a relationship with me or the platform, and they don't like what they see, they're going to now have to just DM the page and hope that somebody responds to them. We're not going to be taking down content. We're not going to be having lots of conversation over stories that are written or whatever. It is what it is. That's a luxury that I think has been taken advantage of for far too long. I'm going to focus on the things that drive my business, the things that drive culture, the things that drive my community, and things that help aid the council in delivering for Stockton. So unless it falls in one of those buckets, Jason Lee ain't got no time for it. And what that means is, for people that would just say, hey, I like this, I like that, and try to befriend me, to try to control narratives, all that, ain't got time for it. And I'm not apologizing. And please don't call me about it. Don't even DM me or ask me any questions about this video. I love all the people that have. Everybody, it's me, Jason. I'm here at work on set.
So, what are y'all thoughts on this? Because I know we've all felt like there's been some type of favoritism. Okay, Selena is up here like a lone wolf. I don't want to be on camera.
I totally forgot I was even on
He's
camera.
up here like a lone wolf. I feel bad. But anyway, I've always felt like Jason showed favoritism to certain people over others. And, some people I agreed with him in the favoritism. Some people I did not. But Jason does make sense to me about people being in the close proximity of him where he's able to build and kind of nurture. I got to mute you real quick because your people stay loud. Yeah. But I agree with that. If a person, builds a relationship, builds a rapport, because that's what this is all about, building relationships and building rapports. Whether you agree with a content creator or not, content creators, bloggers, they make or break what goes on with a celebrity's viral moments, okay, so to speak. And when you have good relationships with the blogs, you pretty much can kind of call them like, for example, someone said to me, and I'm not going to mention any names, they have reached out in my inbox.
Anybody else? That's what I'm like.
Okay, mute button. Sorry, y'all. I had reached out to someone because they reached out to me. They appreciated the story that I had ran on them. And then they were like, when the situation settles and the dust is cleared, I'm going to send you the information first so you can break that news. So I was like, okay, I'm grateful for that opportunity. Thank you. Well, there was something that came across my desk that was not so favorable to that person. And I reached out to them and I said, listen, this came across my desk. I'm trying to get your side of things. See, when you have a relationship with the blogs, you can kind of get that courtesy of, I'm going to give this person a call first before I run with this story because, it's a mutual respect. It's a dance that we do, and it's a give and a take. And I told this person, if you don't reach out to me by tomorrow, we're running with what we have. Like, and you can't get mad at me because I gave you an opportunity to clear the story up. Well, this is what he's talking about. People that aren't building that relationship, that aren't honing in on that and nurturing it, and really take advantage of it and feel like, oh, I have their personal number or I have a way to reach out to them. So let me just reach out to them and tell them that I don't like this story and have them retract it, or, you know, whatever. I agree with what he's saying. Now, what do you think, Selena?
I have to agree with him because I feel that it is a give and take. You work with them. You kind of build this relationship where you do get a little bit of an in. But if you're the one that's constantly expecting something in return, but you don't do the same, you don't reciprocate, then why? I don't blame him one bit. And the funny part was when he said about you'll have to inbox the DM the team and hopefully they answer. They don't answer because I've sent them stuff when they have post stuff. I don't even look at it. So it's funny, but I do agree with him. You're going to use him, but not do anything in return. That's not the right way to handle it.
Exactly. Kristen?
I mean, I agree with him too. Like he was saying with the Beyonce thing, like they wanted to come at him sideways for not, or for posting something they didn't like, but they have never come and showed up at any of his stuff. So I don't blame him.
Yeah. Poppington? Did we lose Poppington?
Okay. She said she'd be right back.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear her when she said that. My bad. All right. So, the other part to this though is him moving to Zeus Network. I don't think I don't know what their deal is and what money is on the table, what kind of bag he's going to pick up, or what extras are going to help him grow and amplify Hollywood Unlocked, even though I feel like Hollywood Unlocked, and I'm not just saying, I'm saying this because as a blogger, recently is somebody that I watched. I watched him when he was in that little room with the table and all of the microphones, and Melissa Ford was up there and all of that, when he was heavyset Jason Lee on Love and Hip Hop, and when he was messy, really messy. Like, Jason Lee has calmed down a lot over the years, but he was really messy back in the day. But I've watched him and I understand about branding and all of that, but I feel like Hollywood Unlocked elevated itself to become the platform monster that it is right now. And I don't know what the teaming up with Zeus is going to look like for him. I'm sure he's smart in business. I'm sure it's a good look. But how do you feel about now having to pay that $4.99 just to watch these Hollywood Unlocked interviews? Well, wait, is it Hollywood Unlocked or is it the Jason Lee show? Because he does his interviews on Jason Lee. I don't know. I feel bullied into paying $5 to watch Jason Lee because we like.
Well, I mean, you don't have to because there are a few sites, but
I know that, but I don't want to advertise that, guys.
Make sure you share the site. Just kidding.
Hit my DM if you want to know.
I'm in there.
Kristen said, "I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me." So I take it that people will not be paying. Listen, we got the Patreon. Okay, we'll still, y'all listen. If you're part of the Patreon, y'all know we still gonna watch it. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna look. Do y'all think this is a good look, him partnering with Zeus?
Not really. I don't understand why he's doing it. His show has been successful without it. Why do you need this extra partner in it? They're just going to make money off of what you're doing. So unless there's like a bigger benefit on the back end for him, I don't understand why he's doing this.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Aries. She says, hit the like. This is hot henny. Thank you so much. Let's see. The girl who's you must be behind a bit. I'm trying to see what others are saying. Yes, Rakitha. He's calmed down a lot. Peaches says Hollywood Unlocked is its own brand. I don't know about him moving to Zeus. This is where I'm at with it. Mm-hmm. Because you put all of this work into building this brand up and making it a name that people like. It's a reputable name. Jason Lee says he's doing an interview with somebody. We're watching it. Unless it's somebody that we don't like, then we're like, why the hell was he interviewing them? But we're still watching it.
I think a fallout is going to come because they're going to try to control or make it some kind of like ratchet that he don't like, and it's going to end up being a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a politician now in Stockton. He's vice mayor of Stockton. Could you believe that?
No.
He made it all the way to the political. I cannot believe that Jason Lee is the vice mayor of Stockton. Like, congratulations
I
to
thought
him.
he was going to be a councilman.
But that's what he just said. He just said vice mayor, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. But I thought the whole time he was saying councilman when he was, what do you call it? Politicizing? I don't know what you call it whenever you know, trying to advertise yourself.
Yeah, you make a good point, especially teaming up with somebody who promotes fighting. Like it's against his brand. I boycott Zeus has not paid since Chrisean. I hope Zeus doesn't ruin his brand. Same. Yeah, I seen on Limit Pepper's page, it says same show, new network. Yeah. I mean, and was he with Revolt before? I believe he is about to do an interview with Chrisean. Yes, that's what he said.
That's true. Can we be?
Zeus is our bigger supporters of Hollywood Unlocked Awards. Well, that's true. They're always there at his awards. Yes, vice mayor. Okay. All right. Well, you know, Jason Lee, we want the tea. So we hope that this does not tarnish your branding in any type of way. Speaking of Zeus Network, it looks like they are doing online audition picks for Baddies Gone Wild.
Post me, baby.
I can't play the music, but these are some of the girls. Okay, wait, let's go back in so that we can look at who some of these girls are. So they've got Big Fat Baby, Hurricaneum, Bahati, Daisy Dukes, and Erica Raven. I've never heard of any of these people. Are they off of Now That's TV or something? Because I don't know them.
No, supposedly none of them are from Now That's TV. I think they're
they're all supposed to be fresh faces.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean that some people are kind of mad because they have the celebrity guest. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, the only celebrity guest that I know is Gloss. I don't know those other two girls.
That's what I said. Like, how are the other two celebrities if nobody knows them?
Wow. Well, they've got
celebrities to lose lightly.
Oh, we knew that for the celebrity guest of Baddies. We knew that part already.
Okay. Then they've got someone named TT, Shay Destiny, Cupcake. I think that's Coco Chanel and Oxy Pearl. I don't know these. I don't know y'all.
What?
How do they come up with these names?
I have
no names sound like they're supposed to be on the cabaret.
Right. And then I don't know who these other two girls are standing next to Gloss Up. Maybe I'm just that old that I don't know them, but to me, those two are not celebrities. We know Gloss Up. We know Glitter Gloss. Okay, we don't.
Are we old? Really?
I don't know, because you know how you be talking to your mom or something about something music-wise, and they be like, I don't know them. Does anybody know them? Okay, so Peachy says, not the celebs ain't celebin' and no motion group of baddies. I need to plug in my soundboard. Even though y'all ain't gonna hear it for nothing, I need to plug in this soundboard because y'all are hilarious. Oh my God. But that's exactly how I'm feeling. The celebs ain't celebin'. The baddies ain't baddying. Like, you're bringing in fresh faces, but what do they do? What are their followings like? What are we doing here?
No, I think the Rail girl, she's from New York. Because I did see someone else do a video on her and talk about her. Apparently she's a rapper too.
We don't know her.
But every rapper is not a celebrity. Like, they really need to use that word in its real context. Because if she does not have over a certain amount of followers, that means she doesn't have that much motion. And if you don't have that much motion, how are you a celebrity? Celebrities have motion.
That is true.
Well, it's just like now that you can be a model just by being on Instagram. And, back when we were younger, you actually had to, get
Go
chosen and be in a whole lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Now it's just like, oh, once you hit 50K or 100K followers, you're a celebrity.
Right.
Well, Tanya says that Coco Chanel is from Now That's TV. So that's one person from Now That's TV. And I never really got into Now That's TV. I don't know. I guess it just wasn't for me. I don't know. I couldn't. After they did what they did to Chrisean, I was like, I don't like that. First of all, it's not just the very viral attempt to jump her. Wait a minute. Bree said my daughter is 20 and she doesn't even know them neither. Now, see, that speaks volumes. Okay. It was the fact that there were transgender women on the show with the women trying to fight them. It was that moment where one of them was going to fight Chrisean, and I'm like, why is this? Why isn't everybody on their own show? I didn't like that, so that really turned me off. And I mean no offense or no harm to anyone. I'm not shaming or phobic of anything. I don't want any of that slander. I'm just saying, like, the mix-up was not a good mix-up to me. I know I shouldn't.
It's just like Ivory said. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But like Ivory was saying with the contracts and stuff, she said that, Now That's TV, they sign up for fighting. But in Zeus, it tells them not to fight. That way, if something happens, they don't get sued or whatever. But I don't know. Like, Zeus is ratchet enough for me. That kind of hits the meter.
Yeah. Jackson J's mommy said, I think that Baddies Gone Wild is gonna be Wild Wild West, and they're gonna try to turn baddies into women about their real business. What's your thoughts? I think it's too late for that. I think it's too late.
I think Baddies Gone Wild is their attempt to make a real a replicate of Bad Girls Club, because from what they're saying is that the cameras are going to be on 24 hours. They'll have 24-hour confessionals. So that's their because everybody is saying that Baddies is nothing like Bad Girls Club. I think Bad Girls Gone Wild is going to be like their attempt to make the replica of that.
They did also say that they're going to have 24-hour confessionals. So kind of like you can enter the confessional at any time and talk, which I kind of think it will be fun and interesting. But it seems like it's taking a whole new approach.
Well, I mean, I feel like this. Okay, a lot of people are saying they knew Gloss. Yeah, I knew Gloss before Chrisean because she was with Glorilla. So that's how I knew her. A lot of people met Gloss through Chrisean, though. The thing is, if they're trying to rebrand baddies, I feel like they're going to lose traction, and people will tend to go to Baddies Going Wild if that's going to be the fight show and Baddies is going to be the more mature show. I feel like they should have done that from the beginning. Yeah, there may have been a couple of tussles here or there that happened, but making it the fight show that it's become, where it's like female gladiator camp, to try to turn it around and make it women bossing up, I don't know if that's really going to work for them. They're still going to have that air of
drama.
I don't want to say violence, but yes, drama. That air of drama to them that they have branded as the Baddies brand. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with these two shows, because to me it doesn't make sense to have two shows that do the same damn thing. That would just be boring. I don't know. That's just me.
Is Natalie going to be on the new show?
They didn't say anything about her.
I hope.
I wonder if they're cutting her out of some more money.
Well, we found out she don't own none of this baddie stuff, so she has to work, or she's just EP and that's it. So that'll be a drastic cut and pay for her, I would think, because she gets an EP check and she gets an episode check. She's damn near in every scene. Mm-hmm. And she specifically caters scenes to her with these dinners and these house meetings. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, speaking of baddies gone wild, it looks like Cuzzo is still on her never-ending journey to try to get on to Zeus Network, okay? And I know this is old henny for y'all, but we don't y'all want to talk about this, let's talk about it. We can give the thoughts now. You can hear what we think. That's why we do this. So, Cuzzo has been trying to get on baddies for a minute now, and she hasn't been able to find any success with it. And she needs to just stay with Now That's TV or find another network, is how I feel, because they're blatantly telling you they don't want you. But it says Cuzzo doesn't get casted for Baddies Gone Wild and has a lot to say about Natalie Nunn, Lemmy, Scotty, Tasiki, Anna, and even Chrisean. All right, so let's hear what Curtain Edges got to say.
Cash was weak. No, for real. They was so weak. You're getting blocked. I don't got time for that today. Not today. Not today. Why would they hate you? The people don't even know you. Yes, they do. Go look at the people that's following me and go look at the person that liked my shit. Natalie liked my whole picture. Watches my stories. Comments under my shit. She literally replies to my stories and all that. So mind your business, babe. Mind yours. You're a fan. You will never have the balls to even step on the show. You're scary. Natalie, Scotty, Tasiki, all of them. All them bitches know me. Anna, hello. What are we talking about? Like, yeah, heavy on that. Being pretty is a fucking gift and a curse. And then mind you, I'm not even no player hater. Yeah, they all know me. They all know me. Yo, Tasiki and Scotty, I'm gonna always. I seen Meek say hey because I said hey to her first. Like, I've been known, been relevant. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, all this shit is because of whatever it's because of. Like, I don't even expect nobody to help me get on nothing. They know where to start. The cast was weak. No, for real. They was so weak. You're getting blocked. I don't got time for that today. Not.
Did she say being pretty is a gift and a curse?
Yes, she did.
She's very delusional. She is so delusional.
Where did she think she was pretty?
You can't sit with us. I'm sorry.
Not at all.
She's cute.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Okay, I can say she's cute, but her attitude is disgusting. And what makes her ugly in my eyes is what she did to a pregnant woman, namely a pregnant Chrisean.
Yep.
Yeah,
And laughed about it.
throwing eggs. It was just throwing. No, that was disrespectful. Okay, especially being that you came to an audition where she was, knowing y'all history. So let's have a little history lesson a little bit. I did this on the IG live. I'm gonna do it here on YouTube as well. So the history of Cuzzo is she was on Bad Girls Club season 5, the season. Hey nephew, the season that didn't even get completed. Okay. But she was riding on the third leg of Blucifer. And yes, he's Blucifer when I'm telling this story because he was doing his Blucifer antics, okay? And he put her up in an apartment, and at the end of the day, she ended up getting sent back to DC. She never, she was on Blue Girls. What did I say? Did I say Bad Girls Club? Because I meant Blue Girls Club. All right. She got sent home. She thought she was going to be the next Queen Bee to come into place. She thought she was going to knock Chrisean out of her place. That did not happen. And then fast forward to Baddies East. She's at the audition. Molly whops her and wipes the floor up with her. Her and Marsh get into a scuffle after that. She calls herself pulling up and spinning the block on Marsh and got beat down again. And then we get to the episode of Baddies right before the incident with Tasiki. She's outside of the tour of the sprinter and throwing eggs. And one of those eggs hit Chrisean in the belly. Okay. Not only that, after Tasiki and Chrisean, the incident that happened, Tasiki was out there with Cuzzo and the crew that were throwing eggs at Chrisean, hanging out with them. And then we find out later on that Tasiki, she was reaching out to Tasiki and all of that. So there's a history there between the two of them. She's always been bitter, always felt away. And yeah, So when she was trying to get onto baddies, she was not getting onto baddies because that's for Dre, guys. That's for Dre. Don't come up yet. Just that's for Dre. When she's been trying to get onto baddies, you know, it probably could be because of the situation that happened with Chrisean that's stopping her from getting up there. That's what they did to ET at first. ET was not getting on the show, and then once Chrisean let it be known that they had pieced things up, she doesn't have an issue with the girl. Then it was Peaches and Cream, and she ended up getting on after Chrisean was gone. Now she's sitting here saying that everybody knows her, everybody responds to her, Natalie is cool with her, but blah blah blah. Well, if that's the case, sweetheart, why are you not being casted
consistently?
Right.
She tries.
I'm sorry. I think Tisha. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you go. It's fine.
Okay. I was just saying that she consistently tries for each of these shows, every season, and she does not get picked up. So obviously with this, she hasn't picked up. I don't really care who's liking your comments, who's liking your stories or your pictures and commenting on stuff. That doesn't mean anything. When it all comes down to it, if they're not picking you to come on and you're forever trying to put yourself out there, tagging them and saying, having people tag you as a potential, they don't want you. Let it go.
I agree. Poppington? Well, Kristen, because you were in the middle of saying something. I want to hear what you had to say. You were saying something.
I'm just interested on why Tisha, who apparently doesn't know her, was trying so hard to get her on the show, according to her story post. Like, where is that coming in?
I don't know what her story is.
Oh, I think it's on another one of our videos on here. I believe it is, but basically she was thinking.
The story that she's telling, yeah, that's the next one that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, my bad. I got ahead of it. I'm sorry.
Poppington, or did you say your piece already?
Like I said, cause she's delusional. She's mad. And if I want to, can I spin real quick? Well, not even a spin. This is a hypothetical. If Chrisean didn't go into her godly phase and she was still on Zeus, Baddies Gone Wild would have been Chrisean's show. She wouldn't have got on there anyway. So I'm just saying, faith is faith. If you wasn't meant to be, you just wasn't meant to be.
I can agree with that. Michelle, to answer your question, who is Cuzzo to Sean? Just another chick that was riding on her man's. That's it. Nothing. Nobody. Someone who had like 10 seconds of glory. That's it. Too harsh? Dre?
Not at all.
Nope, that's not too harsh. What up, gang? That ain't too harsh.
What's up?
Yeah, shoot, I almost missed it. I was sitting up here asleep. But
now,
anyhow,
see, you was going to bed to be here on time, but we glad that you made it.
He didn't go to bed. He knows he didn't go to bed. Don't be up here lying. You gonna ruin our credibility, Dre. Don't be up here lying.
I know I gotta have a lot of medicine to go to bed. Like, my medicine. So
You don't get enough medicine during the day, Dre?
No, see, at nighttime, it's, you gotta have the nighttime version. You got the daytime indica, you got the nighttime indica, you gotta do, you gotta make it shake. But what I wanted to say about Cuzzo is she's an opportunist, just like the rest. She got mad because she thought whatever Blueface promised her, like he been promising everybody, and she thought that she was gonna get her shine. She thought she was gonna probably be like the next Chrisean. That's what she said when Chrisean was pregnant.
Well, okay, we're gonna actually put a pause and a pin in the content because I'm seeing a lot of get the likes up. So let me creep on over here and see what we're talking about. Oh yeah, can we get them likes up? Can we get the likes? The likes are not liking.
Just
okay,
think of the like button at Karlissa, her little baldy, and just
right.
smash the like button.
Ciroc just needs to get away from the fake and keep a small trusted circle around her. That's a fact. Hey, Sherm. Come on, guys. Get them likes up. There is 340 in the chat. Y'all could do 200. Y'all could actually do the full 340. All of y'all that are in here, you know they're anonymous, and nobody will know that you have hit the like button at all. It doesn't even tell me. I promise you, it doesn't tell me who liked it. Blueface don't work because he hit once and never again. That is a fact.
But see, that's what she thought, because he hit once and he whispered sweet nothing to her that she was going, you feel me? She was going to go up. A lot of women think that whatever he whispered to them would be some lies, and they take it all out on her. And Cuzzo was one.
They think because they see what happened with Chrisean, that if they sleep with Blueface and he tells them the same thing, it's going to happen for them. But it hasn't.
Oh, so they think that they are Starra too?
Mm-hmm. They think
everybody is Starra. Everybody ain't a Starra. You know. Now let me put everybody in a star. She is not no star. She ain't even a Starra.
Them likes stay how they are. We not gonna get to that document. I'll pull this live down and I will go members live only.
Get them likes up, y'all.
Get them likes up because that information's good. Just saying.
It ain't hard to just move your fingers, you know. Even on a TV, you can do it.
Think of the like button as the anti-Karlissa button.
Or just her head. If
you hate Karlissa, hit the like button. Okay, see, I said that and it jumped. The like button is the anti-Karlissa button. The anti-Cuzzo button. You get to hit the like button if you dislike people that are up here that we're talking about on the content. My phone ringing. I'm ignoring it. I call them back. Well, anyway, Cuzzo's story was not done there because she continued on with some text messages, child. And this is where it says, Anna Matt told Cuzzo via private messages that allegedly Chrisean is the reason Cuzzo didn't get on Baddies. So she shows the text messages, and in these text messages, we see what appears to be Anna. Because what I don't understand is what I spied with my little eye is that the profile pictures don't match. Because when you get to this profile picture right here, that looked like Anna. But when you get to this one right here, I don't know who that is. So was this a group chat that they were in or what? Because allegedly, Automax said, what are you talking about? When did I ever say I couldn't put you on? I couldn't put you on. Anyway, I told you they didn't want to put you on because of Chrisean, and that's the truth. She says, allegedly, I never said those words. I literally did try for you, girl. I don't know what more you want me to do. And then this next one says, all I could do is put the word, and I can't force nobody to put you on the show. Okay? Now, people have taken this and they have spun and run with it. Anna said because of Chrisean, not because Chrisean said so, but because of Chrisean. But let's hear what she had to say.
Show you. I need to smoke for show. Are y'all ready? Okay. So me and Anna, my homegirl, good homegirl, I think we got into it because she wasn't trying to like help me like get on Baddies Gone Wild or Baddies, but that's how I felt. But this is what she told me in response. So y'all can pretty much put this into. So she probably was trying. You feel me? Like she probably was trying, but look at what that top message said. Chrisean said that I went to the auditions to harm her.
Now, where did they say that at? Let's see. Is it in?
I'm waiting for y'all to join.
I didn't see that in those text messages. You know what I've noticed? People have a bad habit of doing this, of saying that the messages say this, but then when they show the messages, it says something different. Like if you go and pull a receipt, pull a damn receipt. Get them likes up, y'all. Now saying because of Chrisean means that, well, I can't say means. It could mean because of the incident that happened, because you still want to harm this girl, because you still holding animosity and a grudge. Now, I know a lot of people are like, but they hire her ops all the time, but none of her ops ever tried to come up on an audition when they shouldn't have been there. None of her ops actually ran down on Zeus sprinters and was trying to do anything like physically harming anyone. She took it a step too far. That's the difference between that and this. And I think there is a possibility that Zeus is saying because of the Chrisean issue or the situation that she has with her, that's why they're not allowing her to come onto the network, instead of just saying, girl, you disrespected all of us. Chrisean, Zeus, everybody on the baddies team, you disrespected us doing what you and your friends came up there to do. But they ain't coming out and saying that. I'm just saying, what's y'all thoughts? Because that's mine.
Well, I wanted to say, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, I think that the egg situation definitely put it in perspective that they don't want her. She's trouble and drama. You know, and although they do like that, she disrespected the actual, she disrespected Zeus in itself. It wasn't about Chrisean. We know they don't really hold that, but she disrespected Zeus. And there could have been, some liability and lawsuits against them for this. If something would happen to Chrisean and the baby.
That part.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And I think that also that Anna is a little salty because Chrisean do have a little pull. And maybe Chrisean pull allegedly may have led to her losing a job. Because, when I was doing my little research on Twitter last night about the baddies, they were saying how Anna only had a job is because Chrisean. Is that true?
I'm sorry. True? I'm sorry. I was laughing at Uniquely. I didn't hear what you said, that last part. What'd you say? I'm sorry, because Uniquely said, that's not a bad habit. It's just lying. I was trying to be
Hey, I agree.
Okay, go ahead, Dre.
And I said when I was on Twitter last night, I was over there digging up, seeing what was going on, because it was a lot popping with the baddies. And, they said that Anna was salty because she got fired, but she had to realize Chrisean was the only reason why she had a job. A lot of them got a job because of Chrisean. When she left the last season, she was actually on the show. She got them all jobs. And, yeah, they were just saying a bunch. And I was like, well, if that's the case and that's true, it sounds like Anna is salty and Cuzzo salty. Maybe Chrisean got a lot more pull than we think she do.
That's true. Pop into
well, that and sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kristen.
I was just gonna say that, and you got to think about Lemon Pepper and Anna, but that's not a thing no more. So that might be why she's kind of fading off.
That's true. Scotty could have said 86 that. Y'all are right. I just feel like people want to run with the narrative that it's Chrisean's fault. And even like I said, the way that was worded, it never said because she tried to harm Chrisean, but she knows that's what she was trying to do. So go ahead, tell the truth and shame the devil and accept the consequences of your actions, that Zeus has closed the door. However, this could also be a publicity stunt for Baddies Gone Wild. and she may actually show up. And they just didn't put her on a flyer yet. I don't know. I just know Zeus is full of trickery. But if Chrisean is doing interviews with Jason Lee, if Blue is on his way home and they want that Crazy in Love 3, they may be trying to make nice behind the scenes. I don't know. We're gonna have to watch and see.
They better.
Speaking of Zeus, I don't know if we are being trolled by Smiley or not, but allegedly, this is Smiley's new man. Now, I remember this because that's the face he be making. Holy God. She's alleging that this is her man. It says, me and my man, Holy God, late night caught red. I guess she meant red-handed, but she said right-handed. Are we being trolled? This.
I think we're being trolled.
I mean, you gonna love who you love, and you gonna like who you like.
Yeah, y'all seen Jerry Springer and Mari. Now, we not going to play it like that now. Jerry Springer and Mari be having the ones just bumping over them big girls. They love it.
It's not even just that, though. I'm gonna be nice. I think we're being trolled.
I think we're being trolled too. Kristen, they're saying that you sound muffled.
I'm sorry, I'm outside. I'm gonna go inside.
Now, somebody said he scared me. Listen, I remember him because he could do his face. He could ball his face up like that. Is that called double jointed in the jaw? I don't know. I don't know. I think we being trolled, y'all. She gotta be trolling. She not.
That's how they felt when Chrisean brought Blue home. They be like, she gotta be playing.
Blue is not a bad looking man, though. I mean, before the tattoos on his face, he's not a bad looking man.
He has the longest neck that I ever seen on the human. And I think it'd be cutting off the blood supply to his brain or the oxygen. And he do everything backwards. Or he could be dyslexic. He one of the two.
Dr. Trev show. Do he have teeth? I don't want
Let me see this person. Oh my Lord.
He has a gum pop mouth. I'm done. He doesn't have.
This is him?
So he's probably gonna be on Dr. Trev. So she's trolling.
She was playing. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Henny.
Said Dre, I told you before, lay off the long necks.
Okay, what about now? Can y'all hear me now, or is it still muffled?
Yeah,
it's a little
muffled.
Okay, let me try to go out and come back.
Okay. KS said dyslexia has nothing to do with what he looks like. Laughing my A off. Y'all are hilarious. Yeah,
No. I said the way he thinks. The way he operates. Yeah. He operates completely backwards.
Okay, Dre, are you at McDonald's?
No, I'm at Starbucks.
Okay. You know what? I forgot you got banned from McDonald's for a little while.
Yeah. Thank you. Yep, I did. You too. I did because the owner put his fingers in my face and he got hit into the frappe machine. But I'll digress. We with Chrisean. We rock with Chrisean over here. Okay? It's a vibe all the time.
All the time. It's a vibe. So,
it's real.
All right. We're going to keep it in the Zeus family right now. And Jocelyn was promoting her skincare. Okay. Now, I remember her saying something about this, but I don't recall anything else. It was something that was like, but the caption is the Puerto Rican princess shows how her skin works on her story. Skincare Works, on her story. Even her daughter with Stephen J, Bonnie Bella, showed us her mommy's lip balm. It's interesting. Zeus Network never posts this stuff, which is true. So this is Jocelyn showing off her skincare line. And it's called Beauty. I can feel real sexy. I cannot play that because of copyright. Don't worry about my wig. It's coming off tomorrow. Get into the skin glowing with XO Beauty. Get you some. Okay, I can't see what else that says, but apparently she has a skincare line that she is now promoting again. And this is the stuff that I like to see. Okay, right. we know that she could domino. We know that. Okay, we know that. But the fact that she's actually doing something else with herself, with her money, to keep like generational wealth flowing. Bonnie Bella is such a cute little girl. She really is. She is so cute. And she's very mild-mannered. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm saying she's a very mild. Her temperament seems the opposite of what Jocelyn shows us. And the reason I say what she shows us, because we don't really know what Jocelyn is like behind the scene. We just know when she's putting on the character, the Puerto Rican princess, that's who she is. But her temperament is very calm. And I love that. You know, Bonnie Bella is really a gorgeous young lady, and she's bilingual. So she's doing a great job as a mom. I have to give her that. Thoughts, anybody?
I love Jocelyn. Especially when she said, "I'm not going back to the strip club, Stevie." I said, "Oh my man, I love it. I love her, and her baby is beautiful."
Technically, she didn't. She went to the cabaret.
I know, but that's why she said, "I'm not going back to the strip club, Stevie." I said, "Oh my goodness, no, Stevie, I don't go back." I said, "Okay, don't let her go back, Stevie."
I mean, but technically she's still in there, you know, because they perform in strip clubs. So, I do love Jocelyn though. Like, I love her show for real. She be when she calls, man, the way she talks to them girls has me dying.
I think the reason why they don't promote her stuff is because of Natalie and Natalie's jealousy of Jocelyn. I think if her and Natalie had a better relationship, they would be promoting a lot of her stuff, like how they promote the shoddy that the shot glasses and the reefer and all that stuff that Natalie has going. But I think Natalie,
you are muffled really bad.
Oh, y'all can hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Stay in that spot.
I was saying that I think it's Natalie that's blocking her from like Zeus promoting her outside stuff, because Zeus promotes everything that Natalie does. Even if it's not hers. We learned a lot of things is not hers, but I think it's Natalie. Natalie is jealous of Jocelyn. Natalie and Jocelyn always have this back and forth thing, and if anybody can like block her, it would be her, because that's very interesting. Zeus never shows anything else that Jocelyn is doing, not even her music like that.
And we always see, you know, baddie shot o'clock, baddie blunts, and we always see that stuff being promoted. Maybe they don't promote it because Jocelyn owns her own branding and they don't hold any control over it as well. Because, you know, they basically they own baddie shot o'clock. So, and there's that.
Yeah, I have to agree. And plus, it's more based on Jocelyn than Cabaret. So it's not like it's promoting Cabaret. It's just promoting Jocelyn. But
Yeah.
I think it's smart of her to really create something outside of Cabaret and outside of Zeus. Because if anything were to, you know, happen with Zeus, or the show is no longer with them, she wants to branch out because she owns it. She can take it somewhere else. Then she cuts ties. She doesn't have any stake, or Zeus has nothing involved with her. So I think it's smarter of her to do. She's Jocelyn. Everybody knows who she is. She's funny, but she's doing a good job, and her daughter is very cute.
All right, so we're gonna do some quick little shout out to Petey. All right. Petey and Chrisean's big brother Terrence was showing him some love and support for his first game at Eastern Michigan. So Petey is definitely on his way. We talked about this before. This is a great school for him, a great opportunity for him. And he definitely, I think he's NFL material myself, honestly. Let's see what else we got to talk about. Okay, there's some big meat. All right. There looks to be a BMF Big Meech welcome back party that's happening. Little Baby, Rick Ross, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Kodak Black. Oh Lord, why is Kodak gonna be there?
Girl, I wish I was in Florida because I want to go. I was a teenager when they used to throw them parties. Them parties
I'm
used to
scared to
look lit.
Right, I'm scared to go.
I'm contemplating.
I'm scared somebody might wipe some oil on me.
I'm
gonna make it a party.
No Diddy parties, Dre.
Poppington wants to go too.
No, I'm saying even I don't know who do them still and who don't. I'm just saying like that. And I don't want nobody rubbing no oil on me, and I start feeling real flamboyant.
Oh my God! Okay, we're moving right along because we're not gonna have a repeat. We're not doing that. If I can get to go, I'll go and try to snag some exclusive content. We also have Little Kim facing backlash because she asked for a monsoon in LA to help with the fires. Now, I think people were confusing a monsoon with a tidal wave or something, but that just means that, it's a shift in climate and just downpours rain really, really heavy. Or am I wrong?
It's the thought that counts, I believe.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure, and I'm like, girl,
you thought that
you need to really pay attention to certain things because we did a whole live over here. Somebody sent Little Kim our prayers for California. And we was talking about rain and how it causes a mudslide. So I know she meant well because that's the same thing I was thinking to myself. It needs to rain really bad. But then you guys were like, well, then we get the mudslides. So it's like, well, damn, you can't really pray for an abundance of rain because then it's going to be an abundance of mud. But I feel like her heart was in the right place, but people were not here for this. As two Californians up on this stage, Dre and Selena, what are your thoughts on this one?
I feel that I don't mind mud. I would prefer mud to fire. What you think, Selena?
I didn't take it bad. I honestly just took it like it's Little Kim. I mean, I wasn't expecting, rocket science. I wasn't expecting her to really, be super smart. I'm sorry. I'm not. Love her. She was so amazing back in the day. I still play her music, but it's Little Kim.
Did you just do Little Kim?
Dang. I was just going to say, y'all got to give her grace. We from New York. We don't know about mudslides, but dang.
We can't let you do Lil' Kim like that. Wait a minute. That's Lil' Kimmy Boo, okay? That's how many licks.
I love her.
She taught everybody about how many licks, okay? Her ancestors go.
She's the jump off. Come on now.
Yes, that's the jump off. She taught us about Brandy's brother. If it wasn't for her, we would have never gone Brandy's brother.
Like I said, I love her. She just, she got it.
She was beautiful. She went and made herself look like Michael. I didn't know if I wanted to dance or ask for autograph.
So this is monsoon storm. It's rain, it's snow, it's wind, it's everything. She meant well. She meant well. I mean, this is the rain that she was asking for, but look at the aftermath of the rain once it starts to fall and all that. You don't know what you're going to get with that monsoon. You could end up getting balls of hell, if I am not mistaken. This is the rain that y'all need, but y'all going to be slipping and sliding out there, and then y'all going to have a whole nother catastrophe to deal with. Because let me fast forward just a little bit. Look at this. This is after the rain.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming. It'll be here next month, Selena.
It's mud and just water everywhere. And now these people fire insurance was being canceled. I don't even know if they've got flood insurance. But little Kim, your heart was in the right place. We ain't gonna do you too much over here, but we know what she meant. Okay, a queen bee for life. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody that's in California, check your homeowner's insurance because I checked mine, and guess what they canceled? They canceled my flood insurance. I said, oh, okay. Oh, so it's finna rain. Let me go get my sandbag.
Now that's
crazy. Cancel my flood insurance.
They're moving to make it illegal. Am I correct? To cancel the fire insurance. So now they found a way to cancel the flood insurance.
Well, I just find it interesting. How can you cancel the insurance without letting the insurer know?
Right.
Right. Didn't you sign a contract? And the contract is they would want to see me with that contract that I signed because I'm getting my house rebuilt from the ground up. Come on, insurance people. Get it together.
And you're paying a rate, so...
Yeah, they haven't changed the price. Yeah, they changed the price by 69 cents.
59 cents. Wow.
Yes, the lady said that the fire insurance went up. And the flood, the fire insurance went up when they took the flood insurance off. So it really didn't make a difference. Mm-hmm.
But that's really difficult to not realize that they took the insurance because then they just raised one to equate to the two. And then it's not until you need it that, you didn't get it. But again, they need to let you know. So,
right, we emailed you. Now you checking your spam and it hangs 3 years ago. You don't know nothing about it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all were supposed to mail me this. We emailed you. We stopped doing paperless 3 years ago.
Wow. Everybody check mine. Okay. Thanks for letting me know.
Yes, everybody check y'all insurances out there. Now, as we move into the circus, I probably should have saved Petey for this to introduce the circus because we did a little bit of celebrity news. We are going to skip over the Tory for now, you guys, but you guys can go on the page. We're not going to go over every single story. We're going to pick stories to talk about. So now to get to the controversy of it all. The video that went viral that caused the latest feud within the circus. Now, this is a video of Jewelz, Karen's daughter, and she's kissing on Chrisean Jesus in the mouth. Now, some people feel a way about it. Other people don't see anything wrong with it. But what it did do was wake up old Karlissa. And she had a lot to say. But, baby, when I tell you that Jewelz was eating Karlissa up, she reposted this picture of Zilla.
Don't mess with the youngins. Don't
we
mess with the
get
youngins.
Old, tired, miserable. Yeah, keep letting them wigs be your hat, Miss High Top Hatter.
It was the high top hatter for me.
Wow.
Baby, when I tell you,
the high top hatter?
She need to pick and choose her battles wisely. And she goes on to say, if I say something, I'm wrong. If I don't care. Make up y'all minds. All right. She had a lot more to say, but I am not here for the Zilla of it all. I'm not. I'm just, we didn't cover this over we didn't cover that on IG. It's just bare booty on IG. Lord have mercy.
Wait a minute, Henny. Did you get the mama bear? see, she had a lot of respect for Mama Bear. That energy was totally different.
Well, Karlissa said, first of all, I never said anything about you, sweetheart. I expressed how I felt about my grandson when someone sent me the gruesome video. Girl, my edges hurt. Okay, my edges hurt. I can press charges because it's also inappropriate. I can also press charges for threatening me. So consequences. I ain't reading them. I'm tired of this lady. Anyway, let me just say this. Let me get this off my chest. Karlissa love to insert herself into things that have nothing to do with her, because guess what? She has nothing to do with the grandchild. She also sat up there and lied and said that Chrisean said don't post her son no more and whatever, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I personally do not remember Karlissa being told that, but what I do remember is Chrisean telling you that this clout run, it needs to die. I do remember that. I also remember every time, you know what we gonna do, y'all? We're going to start running Zilla files. I'm about to start a playlist called the Zilla Files, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to post all her old lives. Now, I know I've been trickling through the throwbacks, but this is what I need to get me through them days when I'm just sitting here and I feel like, you know what, I don't want to go live. I don't want to create content. I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to be to myself. I'm going to continue y'all throwbacks, okay? The Chriseanathon throwbacks. But we're going to start the Zilla Files. And that's going to be the name of the playlist. And I remember all the times that she done called Chrisean out her name, done talked bad about her, talked down about her, talked down about her family, done disrespected her, disrespected her family, disrespected her mama, said that the baby wasn't there, wasn't real, she wasn't really pregnant, said that John had a vasectomy and that baby couldn't have been his, basically is what she was saying without saying it, to her flippity flopping over, and now she want to be cool with Chrisean and all of that, even down to when she, if I could find it, if it's in that live, if she went live and not did a video and she was talking about the got my baby doing a back bend in Walmart where people write on themselves and all that, we gonna get all that, Henny, out, because I'm tired of her talking about what we remember and what we don't remember and what we forget. No. Let me tell you something. We wish we could forget all the stuff that you have said and done over this internet. You would never be able to see anybody's child. I don't care about grandchild, niece's child, nephew's child, friend's child. You would never see my child or anyone else's child if you did the things that you do and say the things that you say, because you got up there on your Six Socks show, you got up there on your Six Socks program, okay, and you talked about how Jonathan's father, Big John, you asked if he apologized to Jaden. Apologized to Jaden for what? For taking care of his grandchild? Is that what she was supposed to be apologizing for? Ain't nobody kissing her tail to be a grandparent to their grandchildren. You should never have to make anybody pick. And you sat up there on that camera and made it seem like you was taking Jaden's side, only to get on the internet and act like you on Chrisean Jesus' side. No, you only on his side when it means you get to drag Chrisean or her family. You ain't on his side when it matters, because in the same breath, you sat up here talking about, oh, she got the baby oxygen tank. Chrisean has bad asthma, and we all know that. So, baby girl, until you can get your facts straight, you need to just zip it and stop talking. Just stop yapping. Nobody cares what you got to say because you don't know. And just because you are talking to, because I listened to what she said, and what she said was, when she was sitting in that Zeus outfit, everything that she was saying, it was sounding like she talking to a sibling. She talking to a sibling.
Mm-hmm.
And a sibling is giving her information. She talking about, to my understanding, things like that, running the family. Things like what? Things like what?
We know who she's talking to.
In the family, we know who she's talking to, yes. Mm-hmm. And we know what she's talking about. And at the end of the day, see, I want to know. Listen, Chastity, you got to say something. Because there's no way you can sit up here and tell me that you're really trying to convince this lady to be a part of your sister's life, and you see all of this stuff that she be online doing. There's no way that you could tell me that you believe that there's some good in this woman's heart that means well for her. No link right now. We are still doing the show. You got to wait for the link. There's no way that you could think that she has any good intentions in her heart. Karlissa will get her hands on baby Chrisean Jesus. She will have him all over the Six Stock show, and then she will be out here talking about any and everything. Don't let the baby get a diaper rash, because she's going to talk about the diaper rash. Don't send the baby over there without no proper formula, because we know that Chrisean was using a special kind of organic formula. So don't send him over there without that. Don't send him without whatever it is that she says he needs to come over there to our house, because she going to get online and she going to talk about it. She going to tell about it. Don't let him have an accident and fall and slip the way that toddlers do and accidentally get a bump or bruise, because now she going to get online and she going to start saying something about that. We all know that he's a headline for her, and nothing about it says that she going to be a grandma. Okay. And until she starts behaving accordingly and stop acting like these kids are better than this kid and this baby mama is better than that baby mama and puts them on an even playing field, she's never going to have a relationship with her grandchildren. Stop trying to make your house Switzerland now, because you see now she's trying to make her house Switzerland. You be watching, Zilla, so I don't know why you won't bring your old crusty, dusty feet up over here and kickstart a fire with Henny, because at the end of the day, I don't want to drag you. I want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you and have a conversation with you, grown woman to grown woman. But then again, when you think you 18 and I operate in my proper age, we could never see eye to eye. So guess what? I would never.
Well, we was gonna donate her some baby don't be bald.
Wait a minute, hold on. I ain't done. I will never sit and have an interview with you. I will never, ever pay you $5,000 to come on my platform to have an adult conversation about your child being in prison and my child being in prison. I will never, ever engage in a back and forth with you on my platform or any other platform until you bring your crusty, dusty self up over here and act like a grown woman. Grow up, Karlissa. And don't be scared to come to the mat. Don't be scared.
She's scared.
Don't be scared. Because see, all I want is the true you here having a conversation. Because I see right through all of them wigs and weaves and all of that you wear. I see what you got on the inside of you. And I know all of that hurt and pain is what you operate through. See, we was going to have a real talk. So whenever you got the balls to be a grown woman and come on over here and bare your soul about what it's like to be a mother with incarcerated children, the hurt, disappointment, I don't even give a damn about you speaking my name or not. I don't give a damn about you feeling away or not. I'm going to continue to do what I do because this is my job. I'm a blogger. And you started with me. You took something that was business and made it personal. So if you want to clear that up, my inbox is open. Selena's inbox is open. My platform is open. Anywho, thoughts?
I want to say, Henny said she sees through all that Maybelline. Not a quick laugh. I watched Low Down Dirty Shame last night.
Maybelline for whack. That's where I got that from, but I say that to whack. I see through all that Maybelline. That's for whacking them.
Okay, got that. But I also feel that, regarding Karlissa being a grandma, she not a grandmother. She had Carter on Bigo shaking it for bells and told him that's how she got banned from Bigo. She told Carter, shake it for them bells, baby. When you hear the bells drop, you just start shaking it. Just shake it.
Oh my God.
And she was teaching them how to be a alleged ripper.
Dre, what does this have to do with the topic?
I said she a horrible grandmother. I was just going along, she a horrible grandma. And she can't talk about nobody being inappropriate with nobody. When she said that her cousins can come to her house for her holidays unless she got some tail from one of them.
And we've
seen she was the child family with hers.
I mean, I've seen personally everything she's got to offer for the free, so I don't even know why she was trying to start an OnlyFans. And I think her feet started in fires in California, to be honest.
Me too. She was chasing after Dre or went to go see Blue. One or the other. But she also did Blue, like this Dre and Blue said she talked him. how to eat the patchouli
Oh
and the
my
cootie.
That's
God.
so gross. We don't need to go back to that.
Okay, you know what?
I
We
was
gonna
just
change the
saying
subject.
that's what she said, and she got the nerve to get up here and pop it about the baby getting love whenever he get love from anybody. I'm
Of
sorry.
course. Of course she watches. Of course she watches. Karlissa watches my platform. Okay. Let me just explain something to y'all. All jokes and drags aside. That woman has a story to tell. And nobody has gotten that story out of her. And I've been trying to get that story. That's all I wanted, was to get her story out of her. I feel like she has something to offer to mothers who have been in that situation that she is in. And I felt like as mothers, we could have came to a meeting of the minds. First of all, she has to understand this is my job. I don't know Blueface personally. I don't know Chrisean personally. I don't even know her personally. This is for it's and giggles, okay? Just like she says it's comedy, it's comedy. It's my job. But I don't sit up here and contemplate and plot and plan about what I'm going to do to attack next. But see, when you decided to bring up the fact that my child following behind another, whatever, and saying what you said about my child, it became open season. Because your son chose to be in the spotlight. Your son chose to live his life very openly in the public. Your son chose to create these viral moments that he was in. Your son was making choices to have bloggers like me speaking his name, speaking Chrisean's name, speaking Jaden's name, even speaking your name. So I'm doing what my job is, speaking on it. And at the end of the day, you're welcome. Because it's bloggers like me that kept your name and the circus name relevant while Blue and Chrisean have been quiet. We've reported on you. If you go back through my 2024, it was majority Karlissa. And that's for a lot of people. It was Karlissa. Because she was the only person in the circus that was speaking out and giving us content. So for you to turn around and then slap us in the face because you don't like something that we said, this is the job. If you would like to create a different type of relationship, you form that different relationship. But I don't see you lash out at Neighborhood Talk and Shade Room or Jason Lee when they've said some they've said some things about you too before you formed whatever relationship you formed with them. So instead of forming relationships with the bloggers and T pages that you consider to be the little guy, the small guy that doesn't matter, you choose to try to discredit us and stomp all over us and step all over us when we call out foul. But the difference between us and you is we're bloggers. That's our job. You do it just because. That's the difference between me and you. Am I lying or I don't know. Maybe that was just too much. Maybe that was too much.
No, I'm with you on that because this is your job. You're providing information. We know she watches things. Sometimes I wonder if she does most of what she does for shock value because she thinks it's going to give her more views and more attention, get her on the Shade Room, get her on Hollywood Unlocked. Before, you could not pay them $50 to put her online.
That
now,
part.
Every time she says something, she's on there. And why? Because she says something that people just can't believe would come from a grandmother's mouth.
Back it up a step further. Mm-hmm. They're posting her now because the small guy made her relevant.
Absolutely.
Think about it. The same can be said when it came down to Bonnie Lachey. That's why Jessica and I, whether people like her or not, Jessica and I have a different type of an understanding with one another when it comes down to this part of the content creating of things. Do I always agree with the narratives and stuff? No, I don't. But she understands this is the job. And she understands the importance of creating relationships with the smaller content creators because we're the ones that push things up. And the more we talk about it, the more things start getting circulated around, the more attention it gets from the big bloggers. The big bloggers watch us.
Yes, they do.
So she would want to be nice to the little guys. Because let me tell you something. If this sector was really on one accord and we really agreed that we were going to shut her out, we could. Because if nobody's talking about you anymore, nobody cares. So she needs to learn that in her media 101 class that she needs to take. That you need to be polite and build relationships with everybody, because you never know. By next year, in 2 years, whatever, in the next 6 months, I could be the next big thing. And you're going to want to talk to me. You're going to want to build a relationship with me from the bottom.
Well, Henny, I want to ask you this question. Do you think it's her flipping out more so because she's not allowed around her other grandkids, like meaning Sterl kids? Because his kids say she can't come around based off of her shenanigans online. And she was trying to clean, like lately though, was what I'm saying. Like she was trying to clean it up, and then she went back in. Like, and she keeps after she realized she went off and went in on the baby and Chrisean, she'll come back out and try to clean it up. Like when she said, "Oh, when I don't say nothing, y'all say I don't care," basically. But when she does say something, we ridicule her. And I don't think that we're ridiculing her. It's a way to say everything, and it's a way to do everything, and it's a time and place for everything. But I think that she just flipping out because Sterl says she can't go with him to go see the grandkids. Kids don't want her around. And he said he moving closer to his grandchildren too.
Well, you know what? And that's something that she need to deal with in-house. Come on, guys. Can we get 9 more likes? Because we just about ready to get to the content y'all came to see. Well, this is what I was talking about when I said what I said about her, you know, in this conversation she was saying on her show.
It was after Jaden had left and said she was done.
No, yeah, and nobody knows that though. Nobody knows that.
Nobody knows that she packed her. Yeah, and she told me I'm done.
Yeah.
First of all, we do know that she packed up all of her stuff and that she left because she and Blue sat down with Bootleg Kev and gave us that interview. So they told us that story already about that. And I believe she sat down with Megan, what's her name?
James?
Hollywood, yeah, Megan James. And I believe she may have told the story there too. But if not, we've already heard this story. They also sat down with Jason Lee and we heard this story as well. So it's not that nobody knows. We know.
Okay, nothing to explain. No, she doesn't explain herself to nobody. So that's why people don't know that. Like, she doesn't need to explain that. Like,
and she doesn't need to explain anything. Neither does Chrisean. But at the end of the day, when you're trying to paint Chrisean to be this monster that just came in and tore up this already broken down shack that you're calling a home, and trying to make it seem like they was just so picturesque, perfect, and she just came in as this floozy that influenced him. Well, what about all the other women before Chrisean ever stepped into the picture? What about all of the stuff that Jonathan did to Jaden before Chrisean ever came around? What about the stuff that he was doing that led her to be insecure while he was on set at the Blue Girls Club? I'm just saying, let's continue.
whoever knows. Like, I know what was going on, and that's why it was just like, it was a really tough situation as a friend to just keep watching people come for her.
Hard.
And I'm not going to, like, at this point.
But
she refused to say anything basically to anybody.
Took a side. I never took a side. Because I was giving energy in the house the whole time. Because I got my beat about her. Nobody else. Her ain't count. When she said she about to whoop my ass because I want to give you what I want to give your daughter and Jaden, that's what I got my ass beat about.
But when she saw me, she didn't.
Well, you was pregnant. I'm pretty sure she wasn't.
I've seen her. I saw her other than that too, and she didn't. It's never that energy.
His Hennessy, he did say, if you say one more.
She made my eyebrows itch. What part of Chrisean prayed for this very person did everybody forget? What part of Chrisean did not say anything sideways about Jaden since their meetup? What part of Chrisean seems to be making peace with everything, but she keeps holding on to it. And listen to Karlissa, feeding her old stuff, keeping her memory fresh, reminding her of the old instead of moving forward. Oh.
Or I'm gonna let her get you if you throw something else at her.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I got my ass whooped on. You know that very well. So what about that time that you was gonna beat my ass too? You was gonna beat my ass too one day.
I threw something at me. I was confused.
To my presence, the new person, it was after Jaden had left and said she was done.
No, yeah, and nobody.
I'm gonna let y'all go.
Well, I feel like she's bitter, and I feel like Karlissa's still programming her and grooming her, and to want Blue when he come home. And yeah, Jaden, I don't understand what the issue is. Why you still harboring ill will towards the girl or bad feelings, whatever, towards her? And you couldn't beat up Vicky. I know you're not talking about Chrisean. You got to pick your poison. Pick your struggle, baby. Pick it.
And Chrisean, I want to beat you, and she said, no, you don't. So where does that energy come in?
I was just gonna say that. Where's that energy any other time? Like, you were literally in the car with her. You really wanted to fight her, you would have fought her right there. Like, there would have been no little kikiing and laughing and we're all this together. No, come on. If I have someone that I can't stand, I want to fight, we're fighting. On the first time I see you, on go. When I see your face anywhere, it is on. And how many times have we heard that, behind the scenes, she's showed up there or something? There's no holding me back. We're getting down. I want the fade. She don't want nothing. She does not want nothing, but she wants to act like she does. You couldn't even beat Biggie, girl. And
this is what I'm saying. Like, that's so corny. You had time and ample opportunity and space when Chrisean was not in her godliness, that she would have wrecked shop in hip hop doing you, to act this way. Now that she's moving forward and she's on her path, and because of legal situations, she can't put her hands on you. Now you want to pop off. It reminds me of them chicks in the hood that always be popping crack, and when they get pregnant, they still be popping crack, and they be thinking ain't nobody gonna beat them up, but they be that one person that don't care that the person pregnant, and then they end up getting beat up. That's what Jaden's giving me right now, because it makes no sense. You're popping off, and she can literally not do anything to you because of legal things and because of the path she's going down right now. So she looks mad corny, like.
Selena, you're usually the more rational one out of everybody.
Okay. I'm not rational in this one. I'm really not. Because like I said, to me, if you really can put all of this out there and you only put it out there now, it's not like she's been saying this, like you're doing it as a front, that it's not going to happen, but you want to look big and bad. If it's me, yes, I am a rational person, but you also know how I can go from this Selena to that Selena in 2 minutes. If I've got a problem with you, we're going to take it. We're going to go into 3. She's just, all she does is talk. I can't respect that. I can't respect her for that. Oh, popping her gums. She needs that fade.
Well, I want to say back when Chrisean and her did have sat down in the car, Chrisean said, I should just beat her. Whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. She said, no, we're best friends.
That's not.
Why do you keep calling me? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You gonna pull it. She did. Go pull it, Henny. She did.
He said, I want to beat her. I don't know if I want to beat her. Jaden said, no, you don't.
She said, no, you don't. We're best friends. Why do you keep calling me? And she was on the phone with Petey. And Petey said, I'm surprised that y'all sitting in the car. I thought if I seen y'all would be squawking, basically. And she said, right? She said, I should just beat her with, I probably just beat her or something like that. And then she said, no, we're best
Dre,
friends.
don't be changing the whole.
I didn't
Right.
go play it. I watch it time and time again. I'll be watching this time and
Making a
time
whole
again
new.
as a reminder. Go play
Right.
it, play it.
We
You
can't
gonna be like,
necessarily
no.
take all of that at face value because you be on your medicine sometimes.
No, play it. That's why I say play it. You play it, you'll see that Drake. Oh yeah, Drake. He was on it. Drake was on it. I play it so many times to remind myself.
The place in memory, you remembering it different. I promise.
Thank you. Exactly. You are like, Dre, you were 15% on it. There's a couple of words that you got right, but you didn't.
Right.
Dang, 15% is dang.
That's how you were
We
this
still
much
think,
on
though.
it.
We still love
we
you,
love
Dre.
you, Dre. We love you, Dre. But no, you're wrong. You got a couple of things right though. But no, you're way
Well, why
off.
won't you play it?
See,
Because
you're
I'm
the
so
one,
wrong.
Dre.
Play it. Play
You're
it.
the one, Dre, that we don't
Play
like
it.
it.
You know what?
Play it.
Go
Play
dig
it.
Hold
behind
on,
it. Just
Dre.
you.
Let me
I'm
Play
say
it.
this.
excited. Let me send it to you.
Play it.
Dre,
Yes,
let me
play
say
it.
this. You are the person that if I listen to what you had to say, I'm going to be in a tussle every moment because you totally took the narrative and made it where I'm like, oh, no, she did not say that. I'm going to get her. That's what you are, that one. You're not totally wrong, but man, you're wrong.
You know what Dre be doing? Dre be hearing what they said, but then he be hearing the thoughts behind what they said, and then he just intertwines it together. Like she was thinking it, and I heard her mind say it, so that's what she
But
said.
that's what she meant.
No, not here. Don't play it. Play it. I watch it all the time. I just watched it last night. Play it.
I will send it to you later and gladly prove you wrong. I'll do that as a friend. I promise.
Yeah.
You ain't proving me wrong later on. I just watched it last night.
We're going to prove you wrong.
What are you talking about?
Then I don't know
I
what
play
you
it
were watching
myself.
last night.
Where's my phone at? Where my TV remote? I play it myself.
Okay, well, guess
Go
what?
ahead.
Guess what? I
Go.
think it's time, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all think it's time? I think it's time. I think there are enough people in here, and I think it is time that I give y'all what y'all came to see. But I gotta put my watermark and stuff up first. I can't just put this up. So, Henny Glasses in the chat if y'all are ready. I need this one. No? There's one that got the words exactly how I want it. That one. We're going to do that one. So, y'all, many of us have been going back and forth. A lot of people have had their thoughts and opinions and views on exactly what it is that Ronnie caught his second-degree assault charge on. And so we have the content. We have his charging documents, and we are going to get into said documents right now. So as y'all can see, this is coming from the District Court of Maryland for Anne Arundel County. That is where they were at, which was Anne Arundel Mills Mall. Okay. And so you see right here, this is the stamp that is on there. They have redacted some of the information. Damn, he's only 145 pounds. He's tall though. He's 6 foot.
And that's wet.
You see his name is up at the top right here. So you know that we are speaking about Karon, and this is assault in the second degree. Okay, the defendant, you are summoned and commanded to appear for trial/hearing on the date to be set by the clerk to answer the charges logged against you in the charging document attached here too. All right, so it's the notice to the defendant and all of that, the acknowledgement, certify that the defendant could not be found. This is what they said. It was a return of service on this acknowledgement right here, on this right here, on this document, dated 11/30/2024. All right. So now we get down into here and let's read what it has to say. Okay. It says, upon the facts contained in the application of officer, still it is formally charged that Karon Mackay at date times, and locations specified below. Okay, the charge is second degree. The penalty is 10 years and or $2,500 fine. All right, and there is the charge right there. That is the statement of charges, and we're going to get into the complaint because I know that is what everybody came here to see. Again, you see his name. You see all these are actual documents, okay? These are real, authentic documents, all right? On 11/29/2024 at approximately 17:34 hours, I was working secondary employment at Anne Arundel Mills Mall. And then it gives the address to where the mall is. I was notified by Officer Linton, gives the badge number, about an incident involving an assault that just occurred. I was notified that the suspect in the assault was the same suspect I was out with previously, approximately 10 minutes earlier, in reference to a trespassing/disorderly. So 10 minutes prior to this officer getting the call, he was outside with Karon for trespassing and disorderly conduct. During this encounter, the suspect identified himself as Karon Makai Khan, and I confirmed it through the MVA. He was trespassed by security and escorted out of the mall. This contradicts the story that he was telling us. I responded to the entrance of the mall with Officer Linton, who was with the victim of the assault, identified to be Chrisean Malone. Chrisean reported she knows the suspect from high school. She identified also to be Karon Khan. Additionally, she stated he was wearing a ski mask with blue gloves on, which matched the subject I was speaking with during my previous encounter. Chrisean reported there was a verbal altercation where Karon was following her to the back of the subway within the mall. He continued following her before grabbing her by the arm and pulling her by the wrist, trying to get her to walk with him. Chrisean demonstrated on myself how he pulled her. Chrisean also stated that she believes he was trying to grab her child when he started leaning towards him before she gave her child to another family member. I discovered via Instagram that Karon posted a video displaying him following Chrisean behind subways, corroborating her story. Chrisean can be heard stating in the video, "Why is you stalking me in the mall?" Then Chrisean proceeded to walk towards one of the exits, which initiated the trespassing/disorderly incidents I referenced above. All events occurred in Anne Arundel County, Maryland. The charges were brought against him for grabbing on Chrisean and attempting to take the baby. I told y'all that, I believe.
What?
Or Chrisean. I told y'all that I believe that it was for Chrisean.
Yeah.
I told y'all that. So, there it is.
So the state picked it up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The state of Maryland
Ooh.
is charging him with second-degree assault for this incident right here.
That ain't even including the other stuff. When you go in, you know how they like to make the charge bigger than what it was. Yeah, it's like, oh, you got this too included. And you just be like, wait a minute, why you didn't put that first?
Now,
Wow.
my thing is, and this is just me saying this, if the officer says the video corroborates what Chrisean said happened, is it possible? I'm going to pose a question to y'all on the panel and y'all over in the comment section. Is it possible that he could be hit with attempted kidnapping for trying to steal the baby?
Yep. That's the charge.
I think the state was just sick of him. I mean, look at all the calls and stuff that he's doing, and this isn't the first time he's been on probation, the first time he's been charged with stuff. Like, he's had chance after chance.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, when we saw the video, we thought he was trying to grab the baby. So when they see it, they're definitely going to think that.
Okay, you are really, really muffled bad, Poppington.
She said when we saw the video, we thought
I know what she said. I don't know if they heard what she said.
No, I was just saying that when we saw the video, we thought that he tried to snatch Chrisean Jesus. So could you imagine the court seeing the video? They're gonna think the same thing.
Absolutely.
So
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
He did it to himself.
well,
It
yeah.
was
At the end
on
of the day,
video.
at the end of
He
the
was
day,
harassing her.
you're not leaving that courtroom without registering.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cute. And that's just what the state says. That's not what the people who represent children say.
Right.
Is subway footage included? Is that what this was saying?
What
Yes.
happened?
Is the subway footage included, like showing him trying to grab the baby?
Yes, because he discovered the video. That's what he said. He said he discovered via Instagram that Karon himself, he posted the video displaying him following Chrisean behind the subway, and it corroborated her story. And Chrisean can be heard stating in the video, "Why is you stalking me in the mall?" And it basically everything she said that happened, the officer saw in that video. And that's where trying to go viral went wrong for him.
Yeah. And everybody can be subpoenaed to court, including Crystal, who was holding the baby.
That part.
Yeah. And you see when he reached over her, when she put her hand up, Chrisean put her hand up,
Yeah,
that was
that.
when he was trying to take the baby.
Grab the baby.
You see, he was trying to grab the baby then. And she put her hand up, real quick, like, she good, because she wasn't even looking his way. That's that mama bear instinct that kicked in. She turned into Jackie Chan, just, I'm like, ooh, okay. Don't mess with the baby. Please, you don't want to become a Subway sandwich. You don't want to become a Subway sandwich.
That part. Now, Ari, I'm quite sure they do have their own cameras within the subway, and I'm sure that the mall has camera footage as well. And I'm sure they're gonna pull all of that footage as well. But he basically jammed himself up, posting this video. This is what I was saying. We've seen you online doing all types of stuff that you shouldn't have been online doing.
Making threats.
Yeah.
That doesn't help anything either. You were making threats towards her. And then look, you went to the mall she was at. She talked about you're stalking her. You tried to grab the baby. You're done.
And they're gonna look at that peace order too. She put a peace order on you. So that's gonna be thrown in there too. They're gonna talk about that.
That makes sense why she didn't go, though. I said it was a reason why she didn't go. It was bigger than that.
And I'm gonna tell you also, what's probably going to damage him as well in court is the footage of the security guard, of him antagonizing the security guard, taking stuff off of his desk and trying to take the mobile desk away from him and all of that. That's going to show badly in his favor, even though there are people that are like, oh, you could press charges on the security guard. Technically, based off of what, we're understanding, he got put out of the mall. He got put out of the mall, and I believe he got put out of the mall after this incident happened. But now this officer had to deal with this situation too. So this officer more than likely showed up to the scene to assist the security guard that was there, or the safety officer, whatever he's called, and have him escorted out of the mall, and then had to double back to take this report. And for those people who want to try to spin this into a negative narrative, this right here is what she had to do because she herself was on probation. So
absolutely,
she had to make sure that she made the report. And if her probation officers get a hold of this right here, get a hold of that footage, they will see she's in the mall minding her business and he comes to her. So it's not like she went out here looking for trouble. Even his little bogus video that he tried to show us, a screenshot of text messages, wasn't that. So
I mean, at the end of the day, they can't really get the security guard because didn't he reach for the hat on one of them? I mean, that would make it self-defense.
He took
the lady. I was going to say that. He took it off her head, which the lady that was standing in a white shirt in front of the little mobile booth.
No, the hat was on the desk.
Oh, that's what they were saying. And he took it off that lady head, and he was trying to take the opposite
side behind him. That lady is the supervisor. So she's standing on this side behind him, but the hat was on that little mobile station, that mobile desk that they had, and he picked the hat up and put it on his head, and he snatched the hat off of him and shoved him back.
Okay. But isn't that a crime too, touching that mobile station? Ain't nobody supposed to touch it.
I mean, we gonna have to see how this play out in court, and we gonna be on top of it. So,
who's from Baltimore? We need a, we need somebody go be nosy.
Like, I make you want to go fly to Baltimore just to go look around the mall and enjoy some food.
Let me go see what I can. No.
We gotta report to Karon if we go to the mall in Baltimore. You forget that, Dre.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm really gonna go.
Yeah,
which one?
Report to him. It's his city.
Make sure you send me which mall I'm going to, because matter of fact, I'm gonna go to all three to see if I can just bump into them.
He said, y'all know Dre don't play when it comes down to Chrisean.
I don't. Not at all. Or the baby. Leave them alone. They not bothering nobody. They're innocent. I bully the bully all day long.
That's like Dre's family without it officially being.
His own mama.
It is. Chrisean be looking back in the crowd, be seeing all type of people flying. I'm like, I'm protecting you.
I'm done. Well, listen, y'all. Do y'all still want to talk about Queen Op, or I think we should put a pin in it right here because no, because we gotta let the people up, so we can't get up.
Let the people up.
We gotta let the people up. So now is y'all time to sound off. Please make it quick, and because we're gonna do one at a time. You can't be long-winded today, guys. But there is the link. Y'all come on up and sound off. Buttercup, this your time to shine.
Buttercup will be up right now.
She's going. She dropped the link. I'm coming.
No unpopular opinions, please.
I'm sorry. Did I hear that? Did you say 10 years?
10 years.
Oh my God. He's stupid.
10 years and or a $2,500 fine.
He already got fines. He ain't paid and had years to pay. Like, all the money you done scammed. And come on now.
10 years for what?
For this.
Oh, my Lantis.
Not my Lantis.
And what's crazy?
No, I'm not here. I'm in the land of the Lulu.
Now come up out the land of Delulu. You can't be Delulu right now.
Okay, I'm listening. Anytime somebody say Chrisean, it's like, what? Okay, what you say? Okay, back to the land of Delulu.
Okay, so nobody's coming up. So then what we gonna do is we gonna go ahead and we gonna close it out. If ain't nobody gonna come up then, because we might as well.
Nobody want to say nothing about Karlissa?
Huh?
You want to say that?
Karlissa?
Y'all forgot about Karlissa?
What about her? We already talked about her.
I'm talking to them. They forgot about Karlissa. She might be listening.
Mo, thank you for the super chat. I believe it was a super chat. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. I guess everybody done ran off.
Wow.
I just heard a blink. Somebody done came up. Oh, it's Miss Pammy. Hey, Miss Pammy.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
We are wonderful.
Now, y'all can't see me, right? Because I got my bonnet on.
We can't see you.
Lord, this been a long week, girl. They got me back in the job for 3 days.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay, let me make it short.
Okay.
It ain't about nobody but Karlissa. We're going to keep it 100.
Okay.
If my grandmother had been like her or even my mother, I probably wouldn't be here today. Nobody deserves a mother or a grandmother like that. I love my little grand people. I don't always get along with their mothers. I've almost scrapped with a couple of them, but I never let the relationships get to where it affects my relationship with them. I'm not warm and fuzzy with all of them, but I'm always going to keep a relationship with them because I want my relationship with my grandkids. Now, they daddies are my children. And I have been called a sellout, by a couple of my sons, because I'd be like, hey, girl. But the hey, girl is so that I can make sure that I'm keeping up with what's happening with my grandkids. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
That part.
I don't understand it. There is no way that I would be on this internet talking about what's wrong with one. And, I don't understand why money means that much to her. Because I'm in the land of family right now, and family comes first. I could never sell any of my family out. My boys, I'm ride or die, but they know I'll tell them off in a minute. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're wrong with the baby's mama, I'm going to tell you off. If the baby mama call and she wants some advice, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to tell her if he's wrong or if she's wrong or whatever. Life is too short for you to be lying and playing around. My biggest issue is that the Lord give me time enough to see these little people grow up and become, viable human beings with respect and honor. Whatever they see you do, they gonna do. My boys often tell me that my granddaughters are mini me's. So I can't be out here, well, okay, some of the things I do, they do be like, snapping their fingers and shaking it. Well, they do that, but you know what I mean. They ain't out here
They're gonna
showing
do
their
that
booty
anyway.
on the internet. Yeah, and I will try to break it down every now and then, but that's because they be like, Nanny, you can't do this. And I be like, yes, I can. Anyway, but I don't, you have to be the connection to the past when things were normal, when girls were respectable and things like that. Even my 19-year-old, I try to, pull her in too, because, she done came back with a tattoo on the leg and everything. You got to kind of keep it together. And I don't know, Karlissa is not what I call, an example. And I'm not perfect. Some kind of way one of my sons called out, did you smoke, Nanny? Yeah, I did. I tried to smoke to be part of, the crew, the gang, because I grew up in a very strict household on my father's side. My mother was not strict, but my father was down to the T. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Whatever, And I went on and said, yeah, I did. I smoked. I tried it because I wanted to be a part of the gang.
Right.
But the reason why I had to admit it, because one son said, well, you tried to hide that and act like you was perfect. No, I didn't. It was never brought up, so I never said anything. But now that it's been brought up, I'm going to tell you, yes, I did, because I was trying to fit in. And the moral to the story is, don't ever try to fit in. Be who you are. But then the other one was like, well, what about crack? I said, wait a minute now. Now, I ain't doing all that. But you just have to be true to yourself, true to your kids, true to your family, ride or die, and keep it moving. And Karlissa is not it for me.
Well, thank you for coming up, Miss Pammy. We appreciate you for coming up and sharing your wisdom, as always. We gonna bring you next time. See you later. Bye. Hey, L Boogie, welcome up to the stage.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Wonderful.
Hi.
I'm going to go in a row. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. Henny, when I tell you Karlissa is stalking you, she is stalking you because that conversation that you, Dre, and Miss Carletta had on Sunday, her crazy ass repeated everything Miss Carletta said verbatim about carrying her weapon from state to state. And, and I was like, when she did the live saying that, she was going to call her lawyers in 24 hours if she didn't get an apology. So I hope she called the lawyers because nobody apologized.
Okay.
But not even that. Like, something is really wrong with her and Jaden. They're both bitter and they're both angry. And Jaden is easily controlled. And Karlissa likes her. Because for you to sit up there and get mad at Blue's father because Blue's father took care of his grandson, because Karlissa acknowledged the baby, but you want to get in front of Karlissa and pop this stuff like, oh, you weren't scared of Chrisean. We're going to cut it out, because Chrisean told everybody that day when she was standing there crying, when she really realized Blue did not want her because he wanted Chrisean. Chrisean said, she told her, the only reason why you want a house, sweetheart. And she said Jaden started looking crazy and like her eyes got really watery. So that's why she told her, well, just come and go with me, because, Blue was trying to get with her. So it'll never be peace between them, because Jaden is not a real woman. She's not mature. At the end of the day, you have an issue with your nigga. You take it up with that nigga, because he's the one that lied and played with your feelings. Not
Hello.
Chrisean.
That
And I'm
part.
so sick of people saying that, oh, that was not her man. He couldn't have been your man. I wish my husband would tell me that, oh, he wants to bring another female in the house and I'm going to let her come in my house with me. You got me fucked up. You must be one of
Oh, no F-bombs. No F-bombs.
She got real New
I'm
York
sorry.
real quick. She got real New York real quick.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I usually don't curse. I am so sorry.
She mad.
Yeah.
Tell her why you mad, son. Tell her why you mad.
But and then for Ronnie, I don't even feel sorry for him, because he's a crash dummy. I'll just send him my prayers and my sorrows and my tears, because he's an idiot. But have a good weekend, you guys. All right.
You too. Thank you for coming up, L Boogie.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Hey, Buttercup.
Hey.
All right. So what we doing today?
I'm gonna be good. I ain't gonna be here long because I gotta pick my car up. But first thing I want to say is to Karon, lock his ass up. You're going to jail. That's all I want to say, and I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna be right there with the popcorn when they take him to jail.
Lord, have mercy. I think we all.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna have me mine with my strap and me L, and I'm gonna be ready.
We told him to leave the girl alone, and he just would not.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you get.
I mean, we all tried to warn him. Like, you listening to the wrong side, they gonna jam you up and leave you out to dry. Okay, I don't know who this is, but Jackie, you up here twice. I don't know. Okay, but go ahead, Buttercup, and then I'll get her up here.
Next is on Karlissa and the baby and the niece. Now, maybe my opinion don't matter because once again, I'm not a parent yet. Now, I get what people are saying is you can't kiss the baby like that. I get that because that is a health risk. But at the same time, I do think people are exaggerating. If this was a distant family member, like let's say China, somebody Chrisean ain't seen in probably decades, then I would be like, yeah, don't nobody know where China mouth been. She could have been eating some McNuggets for all we know. But this family member, the niece, this the same niece that was helping Terrain when Chrisean was away. So trust has been built. This ain't like it's just any and everybody.
Well, the thing is, it's the kissing in the mouth. Not everybody goes for that. I don't go for that. Like, I didn't allow my kids' fathers to kiss on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't allow it because it is germs and babies' immune systems are being built up at the time. So that's where people are coming from with that. Trusting someone with your child. Yes, I absolutely agree that trusting someone with your child means that you built trust with them. But I think it's up to Chrisean to deem what's appropriate and inappropriate for her.
That's what I'm saying.
Me, I wouldn't do it. for me, because there are health risks, because you don't know what people are doing with their mouths, even if it is somebody that's with me every day, 24/7, I don't know what you're doing when you go behind closed doors. Grown folks be eating punana and sucking on peen. That's how I think about it when I think about my kids. My kids.
Well, Journey was kissing
But what I
Bodine.
mean by that,
What I'm saying is, if she feels that's okay, hold on. If she deems that okay for her child, then who are we to say whatever? Because that is a family member. Maybe she's okay with it. Chrisean has not said anything. So who are we to say she shouldn't be and she better not and she has no right? We don't have that right to say that. That's her child and that's her niece. You know, I did see a video. They're a family that is affectionate. Like, maybe I shouldn't have said that just because the haters. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. They're a close family. I don't see anything wrong with it. I did not think, I didn't think wrong or any of that. I just was taken back, like, oh no, like, because I wouldn't allow that for my child. So I can only speak for my child. But I cannot speak for Chrisean's child. That is her child.
But I said that because the reason I felt like it was exaggerating, because I said that same thing in the comments section. I was like, well, what if Chrisean's okay with it? What if she's not mad? And somebody was like, well, their family got all kinds of allegations and stuff on them. I'm like, well, that's not what's being seen here. And that's why I'm saying people are exaggerating. I definitely think Karlissa was exaggerating, talking about, oh, I almost threw up in my mouth. How? Are you mad because you can't kiss them?
Something about it was horrific and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, come on now. Like, I don't do it with my child either. And I had to stop my child's grandmother from doing it constantly. But at the end of the day, it is not horrific. He's not being, nobody's putting hands on this child or nothing like that. Like, it's being really overly exaggerated. Have a talk with her, but let that be it.
But when Journey was kissing Bodine, somebody who isn't family, who isn't a father, it was nothing to be said about it.
Yeah, it's the selective outrage of all of that, because not only that, there is also a video of Journey sitting in someone's lap that's not her dad. So if we're gonna have outrage about things that come on line, the kids, then all of it needs to be outraged, because again, my daughters were not allowed to sit in nobody's lap, not even their fathers. And that's because I wasn't allowed to sit in no man's lap, not even my father's. That's something he instilled in me. So I passed it on to my kids. You will not sit in no man's lap. So again, that's someone else's child, and what they're deeming for them is what they deem for them. But now when we get to this outrage, Karlissa, where's the outrage for Bodine kissing Journey in the mouth? That's not her father. That's not her uncle.
I can't take anything to do
I'm just bracing myself because, at the end of the day, I'm just going to say what I say, and how whoever feels how they feel is how they feel. He has no bloodline DNA tie to Journey. From, that's what we know, or right? That's what we know. He's kissing her in the mouth, and that's okay. Like, why didn't anybody send Karlissa that video of her being kissed in her mouth? Why didn't anybody send Karlissa that video of her sitting on a dude's lap? Why is that not being just as outraged as she is for this situation? I get it. There are allegations that are out there. I just look, at the end of the day, like I said, that's her kid, that's her family. She's gonna deem, her and Blue are gonna deem what is appropriate for their child. And that, yes, that happened during Mother's Day weekend. I believe Chrisean there for Mother's Day? Because I know she was in Baltimore with the whole family.
Yeah, she was. She took her mom and them out on Mother's Day.
Seafood. So again, and I don't know if this video was posted up before or if it was just posted or what's making it, but I just feel like it's being blown out of proportion, because once again, the anti-Chriseaners have gotten a hold of something and they're pushing the narrative for the sector because they said this, so now we feel like we've got to come out and defend. And at the end of the day, again, we can't dictate how somebody's going to parent for their child. And that's just how I feel about it. We don't know if Chrisean has called her behind the scene and said something to her or not. We don't know if Chrisean already knew that that video existed or not. And yeah, that's something we don't know. But
and if you remember, Henny, they were giving her backlash then because she didn't let Miss Charla kiss Junior, and yeah. So why was it backlash then? But now that
I
it'll make
remember
sense.
that. I remember that. And Chastity posted the receipts. She posted a text message. Chrisean actually told her mom to go wash her face because she had stuff on her face. Then she can go kiss him. China was exaggerating.
At the end of the day, yeah, we don't know. And like I'm gonna say this to everybody that's watching right now, who's gonna catch this on the replay. Until Chrisean says, we just have our views, our opinions, and what we would do and what we wouldn't do. What we deem appropriate for our kids and what we deem not appropriate for our kids. Until Chrisean says, or if she decides not to say, it's not really for us to say. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah,
you said.
Because people overstep their boundaries trying to control what the next person do with their child.
Exactly.
What you do with your child is what you do with your child. They'll try to control nobody else and what they do with their child. It's like a limit. It's a limit and a boundary for everything. And it seems like with Chrisean, people tend to cross that.
Well, thank you.
All I'm gonna say is before I go is I think it would have been a problem regardless of who's in the video, because people don't even like Chrisean kissing on her own baby that she carried in birth. They even get disgusted with that. But I'm gonna go. Bye.
See you later, Buttercup. All right, who's next? Jackson Jay's mom. Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. Jackson Jay's mommy.
Can you hear me?
Lovely Jay. Yep, we can hear you. Hey, girl.
Hear me, right?
Yeah.
Girl, I figured it out. I can't do it from the YouTube app on my phone. I had to do it through Safari.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't unmute. I'm over here talking to myself this whole time. Lord. But
Me too.
I'm talking about Karlissa because she is just absolutely ridiculous. And her and Jaden's conversation that you posted today, or was it yesterday, where they're talking about how she says it was never none of that with Chrisean. But the fact of the matter is, the only reason why they're talking about it is to keep Jaden relevant. She was a fluke on her one season of Baddies, and now they've got to figure out something else. So they're trying to keep her storyline relevant. And Chrisean ain't going to feed into it. So at the end of the day, eventually, it's all going to be dropped, and nobody's going to be looking silly but those two.
That's right.
I can't stand her. I really can't. I've never seen a grown woman bully somebody as bad as that. Like, that's unheard of.
You're right. You are absolutely right. I've never seen it myself either, and it's very disheartening to watch. Time after time after time again. Watch it just continually happen.
Right. And then when them grandkids grow up, they're going to see all this. Like, she thinks that she's just doing it and it's all comedy, as she says, right? She wants to be a comedian, whatever.
Right.
They're going to grow up and see this. And this is her real life, that she's going to definitely be in a nursing home. Ain't nobody taking her in. And she's just ruining it.
You are so right about that. I think people forget about that part. Like, hello, you going to be in the nursing home, man.
Ain't nobody gonna be saving her. Nobody. Not none of them grandkids. Because they're just content. And it's so disgusting watching how she is with the kids on live with Journey. Like, she had Journey with no shirt on. I was appalled by that. Now, we want to talk about stuff that's appalling. That is appalling. I would never do that to my kids. Ever.
Yeah. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we all know why this is. Chrisean can't do anything in their eyes and in their sight. You know, Chrisean is always the big bad villain. And I've never understood how someone so tiny could have so much pull the way that she does. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And I say tiny because that's how they identify her, as minuscule to them. You understand? So it's like if she's such a small, minute thing in your world, something not worthy, y'all sure pay her so much attention.
Yes. And it's constant. I feel so bad for Chrisean. I really do. She's definitely the strongest woman I've ever seen, ever. Because that you can't do that. Like, she has to seriously be going through stuff behind closed doors. Like, there's no way that she doesn't break at times. And I think that's what bothers me the most about it, especially with Karlissa, because at her big age, she should be empowering her, because she is a very talented woman, very talented young lady. And she should really be empowering her. And even Jaden, you know what I mean? Like, Jaden, I gotta say, music is not her thing. Okay, it is not. However, I'm sure she's probably good at something. And instead of sitting here and just stirring drama 24/7, she should be empowering these girls to make sure that her grandkids have generational wealth. But she just wants to destroy them. That's all she's there for.
Well, she claims that that's what Six Ox is supposed to be. Six Ox is supposed to be for generational wealth. And I will say, listen, I said this before. I'm not a hater. I will give her kudos because she built that Six Ox from them doing shoddy screens like that. I watched her grow that show up. And that's something that she actually seems to be good at. Now, is she a good actress? We're going to keep moving. But she does have, and this is why I said for her to come have a conversation with me, because she has gems and jewels and things inside of her that she could be passing along that are beneficial to people. Instead of being a part of tearing people down, build them up. Okay, you and Chrisean had a situation that happened how many years ago? Now there's a whole baby in place. Your son is not here. He has 3 kids that are suffering at the hands of that. Instead of blaming these girls and saying that it's this one's fault and that one's fault, that he made the choices he made, why not put all of that to the side and actually do what's best for the kids? It seems like nobody but Chrisean can move in an air of what's best for the children. Because I believe she buried the hatchet with things because it's what's best for all children involved.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Well, thank you for coming up. Don't you be a stranger now, okay? You come back up here.
I will.
Really?
My crazy girl isn't down here, so I was able to mute the TV and have some silence.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
Bye, Henny. Thank you.
Later. You're welcome. All right. So, Lady J, who has been patiently waiting, and she's the last of the Mohicans, guys. So don't hit that link, because we're going to end it after Lady J. Lady J, what you got to say?
Hey, Henny, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you.
Hey, me personally, I don't care what nobody say. I cannot stand Karlissa. And I mean, I just feel like she's going to get old one day. She really is. And besides her going into the nursing home, she's going to need one of those grandkids, or she's going to need Chrisean. And I guarantee you, you can forget. I mean, you can forgive, but you can't forgive. You can't forget. And you know what? When she needs them kids and they look back at everything that she done, they're not going to be able to help her out with anything that she needs. You're not going to stay young forever, honey. You're not. You're not. Because at the end of the day, everybody needs somebody. And she's gonna need those kids, or she's gonna need Chrisean, and ain't no telling what she's gonna need them for. Only God knows. Only God knows. You know what I'm saying? She take the Lord's name, she use it in vain. She try to say she's this, she's that. No, honey. Why don't you go try going to church, sitting on that front pew, and get on an altar and pray. Let somebody lay hands on you and pray, because I guarantee you, every demon will be cast upon that altar. I guarantee you that. You're just not right. You're not right as a mother. You're not right as a grandmother. And the only reason why you come down on Chrisean, because you use her upbringing against her. And it's not right. Because that girl has a big heart.
Right?
That girl has a big heart and she believes in giving you anything that she got. If she got it, it's yours. She believes in helping people out. If you can't see the good in Chrisean, then there's something wrong with you.
Hello.
It's just she just not right. You want to sit here and you want to put Jaden up on this pedestal. But let me tell you something. Jaden is the biggest crook there is. She's the biggest crook there is. You don't see it because you want her with your son. Like I said again, because you're using Chrisean's upbringing against her. But guess what? Your son sees something in Chrisean that he don't see in Jaden, which led him to fall in love with Chrisean. It's time you realize that. It's time you realize that. If you ever want a relationship with your grandson, you better start treating Chrisean right. Because if I was Chrisean, you would never see my baby. Never. And I mean that.
She said,
and I hope Chrisean understand. You can forgive Chrisean. You can forgive her, Chrisean, but you under any means necessary are not authorized to let her see that baby. You don't have to. You don't have to. Your son has a grandmother. Your son has a grandmother. And Karlissa, everything that you put out is going to come back to you. 20, 80, 60, 100 folds. You're going to reap what you sow. I promise you that. God gonna take you and he going to sit you down. If you listening, Karlissa, if you're listening, you better go to church on Sunday and repent. That's what you better do. Because God sit high and he sees everything low. And his eyes is on you.
Girl, you
trust and believe that. That's all I got to say, Henny. Because I'm up here with Karlissa. I'm up here with her wickedness. She's nothing. And I always say this about, I ain't gonna say that man's name, that's the president right now. But that woman right there, she ain't nothing but the 666. And she walking right on earth. She's the devil in plain clothes. And it's just sad. It's just sad. She's the devil in plain clothes. And if anybody don't see that, y'all better start reading your Bibles because Karlissa is Satan.
The devil in the Timu
She's
wig.
Satan.
She's a Jezebel in a Timu wig.
Oh Lord.
That whatever you want to call it, but I know one thing. I can tell you one thing. She is the devil walking around in plain clothes. I can tell you that right now. Because ain't no person of God gonna act the way this woman act. Can't be.
Look, he jumped off that camera quick.
Why?
I love this conversation. Keep going.
I'm here for the conversation. You know, I've got
no, but it's the truth. I mean, you really look at it. It's really the truth. It's really the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because, and it's the same way what it was when the devil was up in heaven. He got jealous of God. What God do? Kick him out. Karlissa is jealous of Chrisean. She's jealous.
And I feel like that conversation with Jaden, I feel like Jaden already told her that she wouldn't let the kids be around each other, and she just did that to show, hey, I tried.
Yeah.
Oh, Jaden might as well go ahead on a copper squat. Because at the end of the day, girl, you try so hard to be with a man that don't really want you. He respects you because you got the kids by him, but he really don't want you. He love you for giving him his 2 kids, but he don't want you. He don't want you in that way. But he'll sell you and tell you anything you want to hear to get what he wants. That's all that is. That's all it is. You know he wants Chrisean. In your heart, you know he wants Chrisean. You just can't stop it. It don't matter what you do or what you say to the man. You can go visit him in the jail. You can go visit him wherever. He's still gonna run back to Chrisean. That's just what it is. And people say, "Oh, he run to Jada." He run to Jada because she had those first 2 kids, and that boy is older. He needs to be there for all 3 of his kids, but that boy is older, and that boy needs him. It ain't got nothing to do with him in love with Jaden. He's not in love with the girl. He loved her for having those kids, but he's not in love with her. That time has came and went. Gone. Bye. It's gone.
Like I love you as a friend. It's like the friend. Like, you know, you have a partner that you've been knowing since middle school.
Yes.
And y'all done everything together. And, you know.
But you know what? That's just like my brothers. I have 2 brothers. They both been married. Both of them are divorced and they have kids by their wives. But in the same token, they take care of their wife because she's a mother of their kids. But do they want to be with the wife, the ex-wife? No. They both pursue on in different relationships. I mean, you can still love your kid's mom and not be with her. How hard is that to understand?
No, because people
I don't
nowadays,
get
what,
it.
what you mean by love? You still attractive, meaning love, right? No, I mean I love you because I've known you for so long. It's like a friend. You've known
Exactly.
that friend for so long, you love that friend. You don't want nothing bad to happen. And to make
Yeah,
matters worse,
she,
this is the mother of your child, so you want to make sure she okay.
she's misinterpreting when Blue tell her I love you, meaning, oh, he still loves me. He loved you in a way because you buried his 2 kids, honey. Not in the way that
Hmm.
he want to be with you. Now, if he come over there and you seduce him, okay, that's a whole other thing because he's a man. He can still say no, but we're talking Blue. Come on.
He needs some
He ain't
therapy, and
gonna
that.
try to seduce you.
You
He
don't
ain't gonna
know
try to seduce you.
me.
Because guess what? He got what he want waiting right at home.
Hmm.
He didn't get on the internet and probably bag, oh, he was with me. He don't want you, honey. If you're giving him something, he gonna take it. But he don't want to be with you. How hard is that for you to
Exactly.
understand? That puppy love, that died long time ago, honey. That's gone. And
Hmm.
even if him and Chrisean didn't work out, he still wouldn't be in love with you.
But it's Stockholm syndrome in a
Gone.
way because Karlissa is still grooming her. She's with the person
And-
who's grooming her. So it's more like a Stockholm syndrome type of thing. You get what I'm saying? It's weird to say
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you can
still
see
like
it in the show. Like she's trying to make her want him when he comes home.
Let me
it's
tell
like
you
remember
something.
this, remember that, remember this, remember the good days. We're gonna get back
You know
there.
what?
And
You
even
know what?
Jaden said, "Why would I say that? Why would I do that?"
The only difference is that, like I said, if Chrisean has a felon, Chrisean cannot go on state ground. I can tell you that now. He cannot go on state ground or she will be arrested. Okay? But the thing of it is that Jada's going to try to be there to pick him up because she's going to try to keep him that night. That's what she's going to try to attempt to do. You know what I'm saying? But if Blue
Well,
and Chrisean, I'm sorry, put your demands down. If he don't come home to you that night, kick rocks. Kick
Well,
rocks.
well,
Straight up.
technically,
there's
so,
different stipulations that can be put into
right.
play, especially with them having a child, especially with them, being married. If she sent that paperwork off and made it official in the eyes of the law, then she would be able, that's her husband. They didn't commit a crime together. If they were
Henny, I work for those people. She
okay,
cannot go on state ground.
okay.
If she has a felon, she cannot go on state ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. She probably can park down the street. Yeah, she can do
Right.
that. She
That's
can
what I'm
go and
saying.
park down the street. He can walk his tail on down the street or take that little shuttle bus on down the street.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, there's a lot of different things that people are saying that can happen that people say can't
Yeah.
happen. Not you in particular. I'm just saying,
No.
like, we're saying, oh well, they can't be in the house together if they are husband and wife.
Yeah, they can. If they're husband and wife, they can be in the house together. Yes, they can.
My aunt and
Yes,
uncle
they
were in the
can.
house together, and they were both felons and both on probation or
And
parole,
then let
whatever
me
you want
tell
to
you
call it.
something. Let me tell you something. As long as her probation officer knows that this is where she resides with her husband or with her kid's father, it's nothing they can do. They're just going to come and assess the situation, and that's it. That's it. She can
You
still be
just have to
around
let
him
them
and still
know.
live with him. Huh?
I said, yeah,
Say
you
that
just
again. I'm
have to let
sorry.
them know and keep them informed.
Yes,
That's all you got to do.
exactly. That's all you got to do because when they come and do their monthly visits, all they're going to do is talk to them and look around the house. That is it. As long as they know that she's with her husband or with her kid's father and that's where she lives, it's nothing that they can do about it. Nothing that people could call in her probation officer. It's nothing they can do. Nothing because she has informed them where she lives. That's it. And who lives there. And if he's on probation, parole, yeah, but this is the only place. If that's the only place that she can go when she come back to California, it's nothing they can do. Nothing. There's
Exactly.
nothing they
That's
can
her
do.
child's father. They can't do nothing about it. You can't say, oh,
Exactly.
you can't take your son to see his dad because he's a felon. They can't do that.
No. See, these people these people that get on the internet bumping their gums and running their mouth and don't know what the hell they're talking about. I'm a real one and I'm telling you what it is. She can live with him. Even though he's on parole and she's on probation, they can live together. Yes, they can. For everybody that's listening, that's not in this live, but on the live, they can live together. Yes, they can.
I like the way you said that. Everyone that's listening, that's on the live but not on the live, because you know there's a lot of them that's on the live but not on the live.
Yeah, but see, they don't be knowing what they're talking about. They just be throwing stones out there and don't know what they're talking about. Yes, they can. I got a whole crew of probationers live in the same house across the street from me. So when a probation officer come over there, they come in to check the status of the house, and that's it. Unless one of them have violated the probation, then here come all the cops. Here come the police. That's what that is. But if her and Blue are doing this, and let me tell you something, when Blue get out, he may be on 3-year probation, but guess what? He do 1 year clean, he'll be off. He'll be off.
See,
all he got to do is give him 1 year.
Right, and that's what people don't
Is
realize.
that what Chrisean too?
Listen, that's what
Is that what Chrisean too? Like
that's what Chrisean. Well, Chrisean probation is different from parole. And probation is kind of really a little bit harder than parole. I hate to say that, but it's a little bit harder. But the thing it is with Chrisean is if she's on summary probation, I think in LA she's on summary where she doesn't have to report. She just have to pay her fine to do good. That's nothing. That's why she got a year. She'll be off of that, I think, June or July. Summary probation is nothing. As long as she don't come in contact with the police and commit a crime, she's good.
Oh, okay.
And as far as her Oklahoma, or I know she transferred her case to Baltimore. I don't know how that goes, but in the same token, if it's anything like LA, which is pretty much the same, it's just probably called different. If she doesn't come in contact, it's the same thing. She give them a year clean, which a year be in what, June, July, August. Chrisean will be fine. She'll be fine. She'll be fine.
And you know, that's the thing that people don't realize when they come home with a ton of years for parole. We talking about parole, not probation. What she's saying is accurate because I've witnessed that for myself multiple times with my kids' father. He got 5 years parole. Guess what? He give them one good year, maybe sometimes a little over. Being in the house on you, giving them clean urines, showing up and reporting in his fines and doing all he gotta do. Next thing you know, he's off parole. But guess what? If you get in trouble again, that time don't disappear. Now tell me I'm not lying.
No, the time doesn't disappear because they're going to go back for the rest of that parole that they, as long as they was on parole, if they was on parole for 3 years and they violate that parole, either they can get in California, either they can get a year parole, or either if it's a hard crime, they're going to do that time that's left on that parole. So no, Blue only going to do a year and he's going to be off parole. Chrisean, she'll be off this year in LA. She'll only have that one probation that's hanging, but she'll still have that year left. So her and Blue pretty much will be off around the same time. They'll be off parole at the same time. That's a fact. Because she had 2 years in Oklahoma. He'll only have 1 year to do. So if he coming home in July and her probation will be up, she got out in September, they'll be off around the same time, that whole year. They both will be off around the same time. Yeah. That's what that is.
And
for
people
that
talk
don't
a lot
know.
of junk, but if you got two people that literally know they can't get in trouble and, you know, they're feeding off that with each other, it's actually better for them than being around people that, you know, don't have that hanging over their head and don't care.
Yeah, but I think they care because the simple reason is what I say. Even when Blue get out, see how big those kids have got. He's not going to want to leave those kids again, so he's going to do right. Chrisean definitely doesn't want to leave her baby again, so she's going to do right. Just trust and believe the process. They both are going to do good to make it off that paperwork. I promise you that.
Yeah, I meant like other people, like, you know, you say you go hang around a friend that's, you know, partying or doing this, that, and third. You know what I mean? Like you go be around people that don't have, you know, don't have to worry about none of that, so they don't care if you get in trouble or not. That's what I'm saying. Like it's better than to be around each other.
Yeah, because when the stakes get high, if they're around somebody like that and the stakes get high and they see that person, them two gonna leave. They gonna leave the scene before something even happened. I guarantee you that.
See, when you on
They gonna
parole
leave the scene before anything.
You can't be around.
Say that again.
When you on parole and probation, you can't be around gang members. You can't be around people who are like convicted felons or whatever that's your friends, so to speak.
Like Blue's team, he needs to get rid of half of them, including Wack.
No, he's gonna have to have a whole brand.
Well, actually, those people have to be on active parole, active probation or parole. They have to be on active. If you made it off that paperwork, then they can't hold that against you. But if you're around somebody that's on paperwork just like you, then yeah, you can get in trouble. Yeah, you can. Because if you're in a car with somebody like that and everybody in that car is on parole probation, all y'all in trouble. All y'all, because y'all came in contact with the police.
And if you own paperwork saying that you're a gang member, don't that count too?
If you're on the paperwork stipulating and you around that type of person and your conditions is not being around somebody like that, yeah, that counts. Heck
Okay.
yeah, it
Okay.
counts.
But normally
Yeah, it
that's the
counts.
stipulation, right?
Yeah, a
Out
lot of
here.
that goes in with their conditions of parole. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he's
Mm-hmm. A
gonna
lot of
have to
that
get a
goes in with their
different.
conditions of parole.
He's gonna have to get a different. He's gonna have to get a different type of a team because unless he got them
Yeah.
on paper saying that they're his employees.
Yeah, because and another thing, Blue's gonna be on testing too. He's gonna have to go give urine. He's gonna have to test. So
Mhm.
he can't be doing all that smoking either, because he's gonna have to test.
So they don't let
You
you
can't give him
smoke.
no dirty test.
Let you
No,
smoke.
Well, I
and see,
mean, here,
it don't matter if it's legal or not. Just like drinking, they don't want you to drink either. And
yep,
like my uncle,
yep, that
he
stuff,
was on
yeah, that goes
the
against you. That's part of your terms and conditions when you're on probation and parole. You're not supposed to be doing none of that stuff.
yeah, and see, they
No.
put him on an ankle monitor for I think like the first 3 months he was out, just to see how he was going to do with everything.
Yeah, when they put him on that ankle monitor, they was monitoring his every move, everywhere he went.
Yeah, like that thing
If
could
they
tell
didn't
if
have,
he drank alcohol.
if they didn't have an address on wherever he was at, trust and believe they calling him. Where are you at? What are you doing there? I guarantee you that.
Yeah, because they
So
got the
no.
little recording box on there now for the parolees. They record your conversation, and you don't even know you being recorded.
Yep, it records your whereabouts. It
Yeah, they
records
can tell
all of
you
that.
on drugs. They can tell you drinking. They can tell anything now on them little ankle monitors.
So yeah, so him and Chrisean, as I stated, they both will be off she'll be off probation around the same time he's off parole, because like I said, her year will be up when he get out in California, and then she'll have that one left in Oakland. Well, I'm not gonna say Oklahoma, but Baltimore now, because she transferred. That year be up around the same time as him, so they both will be off in 2026. Both of them.
There it is.
Boom.
Yeah, so for people, since you guys are putting false narratives out there, that's what it is.
I'm glad you come up here to tell these roaches.
And hood rats and everybody else, right?
Roaches and rats.
Everybody else.
Hood rats.
I appreciate you coming up and clearing up a lot of things.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You spoke nothing but the truth. Do you hear me?
Amen. 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 You guys just enjoy the rest of your days and just be good. And God bless you all. Stay safe.
Same to you.
Well, thank you.
All right, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Anybody leave off with some final thought? Oh, damn it. I'm trying to be good and do something over here, and it just keep messing me up every time. Anybody with any final thoughts on anything?
Thank you for letting me come up to speak on Rocky and Bullwinkle. And
You supposed to be up here, Dre.
I know all the time, but I'm just saying I wanted to say thank you personally for letting me know what time you was gonna be up here, because I'll be just now getting up, pissed off the lights. You know what I'm saying? Because I missed the show. But thank you for letting me come up to speak on Rocky and Bullwinkle, giving us the platform to talk our stuff on, Henny. We really appreciate you.
Absolutely. You have a blessed day as well, Dre. I'm going to see you around them internet streets, and you already know it. And I appreciate y'all, coming up and sharing y'all unfiltered thoughts. The whole reason why I do like to do the panels and I do like to have the platform with y'all is because everybody, y'all all have a voice. Y'all all have y'all views and opinions. And yes, y'all sit back and y'all listen to us all day long. But I like to hear what y'all have to say, too. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you to everybody that taps the link and comes up. Kristen?
Just thank you for letting me come up, and it's been fun dragging Karlissa. That's about it.
Well, y'all, that's gonna do it for this media showdown. We will be live later on Hennessy Reviews as well. I have some updates for y'all. But in the meantime and in between time, y'all know what I always say. Remember to vibe high so that the bullshit don't stick. Love is always love, y'all. And we out. See y'all later. 'Cause I don't want this simple life.